session of D&D with the Dice Ball. So we're missing 2 people that should be coming here shortly, probably within the next 20 minutes. We're missing Grecian and Corey, but we'll go ahead and get this started. Do we have, before we start, do we have any announcements?
Happy 4th!
Yes,
right.
Happy birthday, America.
America.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into the game.
I feel very unprepared. Were we supposed to have announcements?
No, just in case there's something that you need to say, anything else, changes that we're going to be doing.
So if I want to come out of the closet, this is the safe place in which I can do this?
Before the D&D game. If anybody has any confessions, like, stole something from their grandmother.
Oh, dear God. How long do we have exactly?
All right. So, last game.
Jesus Christ! What in the world? Oh my God!
Scared the crap out of you guys. You awake now?
Oh my God!
Who jumped?
They didn't jump.
I cast silence. I'm done.
Good.
Eyes were like,
I thought maybe
Yeah.
I thought it was like a spider.
What was that for? I'm so confused.
She loves scaring people.
Oh my God! Well, you did a good job. I'm like a cat. My nervous system is literally wired like a cat. I almost jumped out of my skin.
He just brown stained the couch.
Oh my God!
People that like to cause pain in the status.
Say yeah.
because I told him earlier today, I was like, I did it. He's like, I can't do it.
But she even caught me off guard because she didn't do it at the right time. Hey, if we have any announcements. All right, she's not gonna do it. All right, unless she's still like,
Moving on.
I was like, that's so stupid.
I know. I want to see you.
All right.
We're awake.
Dear God!
So last game, you guys attended the Festival of the Three Moons. During the Festival of the Three Moons, you notice that there is, during the festival, when the moons align, the actual portal to the Fae is opened up. In the knowledge that you guys know, there is a weapon of legend within the Fae. You guys have chosen to go into the Feywild to search this weapon. So I'm going to retract what the weapons were. The weapon that's in the Fae is actually a musical instrument that you know of. So, arriving into the Fae, as you guys pass through the portal, you guys stand on this precipice of this hill covered in purple and yellow tall grass. And you look around, you see these trees sloping over. And when you look across this valley, you overlook this valley, you see a river that runs through this valley. Very familiar to you guys. It looks almost exactly like Evanon, except the colors have changed. Everything's off. You feel the energy in the air. And when you look down, you see a herd of unicorns running across this plain. The sun looks like it's setting, but what you guys know is that that's what the Feywild looks like. It's always like a perpetual sunset. And then you hear the small voice of Taz say, oh, sorry, not Taz. Jazz. Jazz is his name, not Taz. Jazz says, well, welcome to the Feywild. Now let's go, Sparrow. We must find this weapon of legend. With that, he takes his little cape, puts it around his face, and starts walking down the hill. Oh, another thing, you guys met this little gnome named Jazz. Very mischievous, innocent, very much looks like a little kid. But he has taken a liking to Nexium, and he considers Nexium his sidekick. So, what would you guys like to do?
Just start following Jazz. I'm responsible for.
As you guys notice, you see Grecian hold up the hourglass, and you see the time running faster. You see the sand just spilling faster in this hourglass. Grecian has a magical hourglass that keeps time. In the real world, the material plane,
Okay, I
and the
understand.
Fey plane, you know, time runs differently. So if you guys spend too long here, you may end up coming back out and be like a year later,
Oh,
or
snap.
10 years later.
So
You
the
don't know.
hourglass time is the time of the other world.
Right.
So it means-
So when you stepped in, normally you see the hourglass just trickling down.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you guys jump into the
So it means
Feywild,
time speeding down.
you see the sand spilling faster down. So, you see Jazz start walking down this hill, and off into the distance, you gauge about 2 hours away, is this small city, a small town down in the valley.
So,
And he's walking towards it.
He's walking down the hill towards it. Yes.
he says he does. He told God he did.
Is this someone we're meeting down there?
Are you speaking to
Jazz.
Jazz? Well, I have a couple friends down there that may help us. I mean, we're pretty good friends. So this is gonna be exciting. You guys get to meet my friends.
And who are they?
Well, I don't want to spoil a surprise. So let's just go ahead and go down there.
What's the highest perception? Whoever does, I would say, keep an eye on his friends. Consciously keep an eye on them.
So I walk up to Jazz and I kind of put my arm around him, kind of push him forward a little bit, and I just say, "Hey Jazz, so when we get down there, you know, can you hook me up with whatever y'all use down here to have fun? You know what
Sure. What are you looking for?
I mean? I'm not talking alcohol. I'm talking something a little bit harder.
Like a rock? That's hard.
So I kind of look at Jazz and I go,
Say, Jazz, I don't want to spell this out for you, but you know, back in the real world, it might be an illegal substance, but you know what I'm trying to tell you.
You visibly hear like how a little kid gasps when someone cusses. You hear,
Just keep this
"You
between us.
mean drugs?"
Keep it between us, yes. Just see what
Persuasion check.
14. 16.
16. Okay. I'll see what I can find.
Keep it between us.
Okay.
Thanks.
And as you walk off, you hear a clink, and you hear like something dragging. Do a perception check.
8, 10.
Okay. Ash, do a perception check.
9.
Okay. Well, you're standing there. You can do a perception check if you want.
I'm trying to keep an eye on him anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Save your flat money. 19.
You see a great sword sticking out of Jazz's back as he walks away. Harry with a step, you know, little pep in the step, like, let's go to the city.
And then, so I just go, hey, Jazz. I think Rishian wants you to give that gift to Arnie.
Persuasion. That's it. You know, what gift? Turn it back around, walk down the hill. Okay, what are you guys gonna do?
Walking with them.
Yep.
It's
fine.
Catch up to Jazz. I'm gonna ask them. So, are your friends used to seeing people from our world?
Nope. Nope, I don't think they have seen too many people. I mean, when I showed up, they were like, "Wow, what are you doing here? You shouldn't be here," and all that stuff. I was like, it's cool. I got this. No worries." So no, I don't think they see too many of us.
Are you gonna be friendly?
They should be.
Like they are with you?
Yeah, they're friendly. They put me up in this room. I got to stay there for free for like 3 days.
Does
It
this
was
room
awesome.
happen to look like the one that Grecians folks so kindly put you into with funny looking little bars?
You stay there too? Wow. Yes. It's exactly, but way better beds in this room. And it was all for free and they fed me. It was awesome.
That sounds awesome. Lead the way, Jazz.
I
Kind of
believe
start
it.
falling back and telling them.
And you hear his little voice as he walks down. Hurry up, Sparrow.
So I kind of start, lagging behind and kind of telling the group, hey, they put him in jail last time he came here. So just, if we're going to go through with this, just be on guard.
How about
Give
we
an
have him go
explanation about what we're
first?
doing here. We don't have time to be stuck behind bars.
Okay.
Why don't we have Nexium go with him and smooth things out, and then we all hang back, and you give us a signal when to go, when everything's clear.
Ashley, right?
I do. Yes.
So I would say,
Actually,
you all go
yeah,
together.
you three.
You want me to go to jail with the little child?
Hey,
Could
did
be
anyone
the
notice?
interpreter.
Jazz has one hell of a sword.
You don't notice that.
You don't
Yeah.
notice
I
that.
can't notice that big old thing still.
No, you failed your
You
perception.
did not.
Man.
All right, I'll go with him.
Okay. Once we get closer to the city.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do before him?
Right?
Are we fully rested?
Yes. You
Okay.
So it's just us, me, Jazz, and Ash going down there.
You were gonna go down there too? Okay. Yeah.
Can I? No, if they're gonna stay up there. Could I just try to swipe the sword?
Oh, you're just gonna stay, or you're gonna walk behind them?
We're
I
gonna
would say
walk.
walk
We're gonna
behind,
walk up
yeah.
to the wood line, and then we'll figure out from there. What
There's not too many woods. It's just this red, tall grass around you guys. As you guys walk through, it's taller than it's taller than you guys.
We'll take a point. So we'll go. Let's say 60 feet. Just range. What's arrow range? 120.
Yeah.
So why don't you guys stay out of arrow range? I know Faye probably don't have that. I don't know for sure, but why don't we stay roughly 120 feet back as far as you can see? Does that sound
You
good?
guys have
Okay.
to ring, so if you get into any trouble,
As you
call us.
start
Is there
going,
any unique flowers or like things along the way?
I mean, there's wildlife that you've never seen before.
So nothing that I would be able to pick up on or recognize.
You don't recognize it, but there's a bunch of like wildlife and just plants that you're not too familiar with. They're different colors.
Can I pick up a couple of these?
Okay. Reach down, pick up.
Pick up like a flower.
Okay.
Or a mushroom.
Awesome. So you reach down, pick up flower, pick up mushroom.
Is there like a branch or something? Like a branch?
There it is.
Can I, since it all staying back, I just try
Sure. Slide your hand. As Tess bends down and goes, ooh, look at that frog. You see your moment. You instantly switch it. Doesn't even notice. Okay. Arnie, Nyla, Alora, and Yana should pick that flower and the mushroom. You see the tall red grass change to a purple
Nice.
around you instantly, and then stand straight up. Do a dexterity saving throw.
Can you show which one's the
Yep.
D20?
What do I do?
What is it?
Yeah. So let's see here.
21.
What did you say, Dexter?
Dexterity saving throw.
16 plus 3, so you rolled 19.
19.
Okay. Take that.
20. 21.
19.
23.
19.
As the grass stands tall, you see it whip out towards you guys. Instantly, you guys all dodge out the way. And then the grass turns to a nice red color again and starts blowing in the wind.
Ruby. Maybe we should ask next time to the grass. We could pick a flower up too.
So right when I swapped out for the sword, I stabbed it in the ground.
I think we had built my sword.
You're not there.
Kidding.
Okay, what else are you guys gonna do?
Are there any creatures like like fireflies or anything that
There is.
you could speak to, or do they have something that we're able to use to communicate with them?
Do you have anything that you can communicate with?
They are.
Well, yeah, I don't understand. They cover it every time.
Come on in. We just started.
Appreciate it. And well, we're about half an hour in.
Did you?
Okay.
Reese has 0 hit points.
She also has a mustache right here.
Okay. So,
Hi.
focus on the game.
Yes.
Well, I figured maybe around some of the communication of some sort that either they can tell us if they can speak to us or let us know some secrets that we probably use or maybe I'm thinking a little too much.
No, I mean, do you have a spell or anything to communicate? You can't just talk to them.
I think you're strange.
Like you try to talk to your dog. Hey, buddy, you want a hot dog? You good?
Here, they put
Oh, I got a message.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna do a message and see if that works.
Message. Read what it does.
So it says, you point your finger toward a creature within range, whisper a message. The target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. You can cast a spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it's beyond the barrier. Magical silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch across the middle, then a sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood blocks the spell. The spell doesn't have to follow a straight line, it can travel
And then-
freely around corners or openings.
Corey, you're gonna sit by your sister, right there.
Come on, brother.
Your twin.
Because I gotta.
People might feel a little
Hi, Corey.
uncomfortable. It's all right. I'll just sit right here.
Because it,
Sit right here. And then on
but the camera, I mean, I'm not gonna.
It's fine.
That's why I said to sit. Sit right there, because the camera's not gonna get anything.
Okay.
Brandon's like,
It's just that my it'll be like you see-
No, that's what you want.
and my-
I don't like fighting other men, so.
Sorry, maybe we should come in and on the break.
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
So like
Nope.
Okay, right.
shape some
no, we literally just started.
take some time.
We've been playing for like 20 minutes.
You can make out over there
Really?
and then come back.
You need to do that on camera. The people want to see. The people need entertainment. Are you not entertained?
Can you give me my dice?
Take this off.
Yeah, you could.
Hi, Grecian.
That's a good idea. Good idea. Just pull it. Just pull it. Just pull it. We're taking a break real quick. Break.
5 minutes.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
No. That's perfect.
Breaking.
Perfect.
Here, I'm just
$21.
We're still going live.
All right.
All right. So,
on that note.
So
It's all you 21-year-olds.
all right.
So I can't speak to animals. Does
So this is
anybody
what.
speak to
Yeah,
animals?
let me catch everybody back up. So, Grisha and Corey, you guys just got it to the Fae. You guys are making it down to this little city that Jazz saw. So you guys making it down. That's all that happened. And
who's Jazz?
Jazz is
Little gnome.
Jazz is the gnome.
Taz.
It's not Taz anymore. It's Jazz.
It's not Taz, it's
It's
Jazz.
You're messing me up here, dude. Messing me up.
And so we're making our way down to a city?
It's a smaller, yeah, it's a town.
Okay.
A town in Fayetteville.
On the way, Nyla wanted to pick some wildlife.
Pick some.
Pick some plants and when she did that, the tall red grass changed to a purple color and tried to attack them. Making their saves, none of them were injured. You guys are back with them. So honestly, you guys need to make a save too. You guys just came out at the perfect time. Dexterity save.
I need to?
Yes. You should be proficient in that.
Yeah.
And then Taz said we were going to go there to meet up with some of his friends.
Jazz.
And I asked them, well, you know, are they friendly? Are they used to people like us? And he basically said that they put him in jail the last time. So our plan is we're going to hang back, we're going to Ash and Nexium go ahead with Jazz since he speaks Feywild.
Okay.
Figure things out. If they need to call back up on
I speak Feywild too.
Do you? Sweet. Code Dragon Blood.
Because we don't want everybody to get
How's
lost
with
in
the
jail
elfish
right now.
thing?
Go ahead and roll your dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Then Grishin.
13.
Okay.
I could,
As the grass whips out, Corey immediately just dodges out the way. Allura, Nyla, and Yana. Yana actually got held by the grass for a brief second and she broke free. Like it was nothing. You get grappled by it and you see him try to pull you in too deeper.
I'll do,
With what?
My rapier.
Okay? Roll for attack.
Uh, 14.
As you run over there, you start with a quick swipe. You cut through the grass. And the grass immediately just falls down and then turns brown instantly. The rest of the grass, you see almost like a chain reaction, starts turning purple all around in like a 20-foot radius.
Get out of there.
Nobody has like
What are you guys gonna do? Quickly.
What
You
is
got
it
like
doing?
3 seconds.
I just started running towards
You got
town.
3 seconds.
I started running towards town.
Run.
Run.
take off running.
Everybody do an athletics check.
We're gone, right? So we're just
You
chilling.
guys are just doop 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 doop.
Do we hear this?
Brandon,
No.
each roll a d20.
12.
And 11.
I use this one.
This one?
Whenever I pulled the sword out,
Yeah.
Jazz, what I wanted to do was put it in the ground and tell Arnie through the ring. So the rings work here.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tell Arnie through the ring where I put the sword and keep an eye on it around Jazz.
You said do acrobatics?
Athletics. Fortunately, you're
Well, I'll give it
proficient in
choice.
athletics.
You guys
yeah.
can do acrobatics or athletics. You choose.
Just taking what I got. 19.
23.
19,
18.
18,
17.
17,
12.
and what'd you get? 11. As you guys dart out, Allura, you get grappled and start getting pulled in. You as well. All this grass
Cast
around you.
Firebolt on the grass.
Okay.
I start playing. Because
Ding ding ding.
The banjo is the best.
I'm singing
Hold on. You have to sing. You have to sing something.
I cast Firebolt. I cast
What
sorry.
what are you trying to do playing? Just playing.
Well,
What are you trying to do?
no, the song that soothing song, the song that
You're gonna try to
that the
soothe
monks
it.
were
What's that playing?
the monks that were
Okay.
playing. He said that it was
Okay.
if we use that people could help us or things like that.
Okay. So you see Yana just rush out of there. A lot of the grass wrap around her, but she just like a tank, just runs through it, pulling up by the roots. Choo, 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 choo. Nyla quickly just dodges and rolls and out through the grass, catching it. You guys start hearing this. You as well. Just train with your acrobatics. Just quickly as this grass starts coming towards you, quickly just dodge, shoo, shoo, roll out the way, going through the grass, and you make it past where the grass had turned purple, the perimeter. Grecian gets wrapped up. What are the components of that spell? Do you have to have a hand free, voice.
Make a ranged spell
No,
attack.
no.
Is it-
Look up at the top.
It's a V, a
It's a
VC.
VS.
Vocal.
These are voice.
Somatic.
Voice.
Vocals and somatics.
Vocal.
Hands and voice.
So if you're tied down.
Okay, hold on.
You can still like go through my hand. Right?
Wait, I thought they grabbed our feet.
Well, if it was waist high, would it have
Oh,
grabbed
no,
hands?
No, no, it wasn't.
All around you.
I said it was way
okay.
over your guys' head, right?
You can see them.
Okay.
Sing us to the
So, you're right. The grass wraps around your feet. You fall face first. As you turn around, you reach out, do a ranged spell attack.
19.
Okay.
19. With that, boom! The firebolt hits. Roll for damage.
Which one's 10? Is this 10?
Yeah,
No.
that's 12.
That's
The 10 is the diamond one.
This one. This one. 9.
Okay, that's enough. As you hit the grass right at the root base, it burns quickly and just turns to ash. And you see it start burning away other grass slowly. Do a performance check.
Natural 20
Really?
plus 14.
You don't.
Stop trying to show off.
Right.
you can. Can be more difficult than the 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Was that-
I have no idea what that was.
Despacito?
I think it was one of the holes in the
Despacito?
Oh, that's a good one.
Volunteered.
Okay.
Thieves.
Despacito. Oh, what's the words?
There you go.
That's not a natural 20 performance.
Ready? New kit. Touch
Yeah,
this.
Disco Inferno worked pretty well.
Ready? Hold on.
Do
Ready?
Disco Inferno.
Go.
Can we move it a little bit? Vamos en la luna para Puerto Rico. Para que te cu- I can't remember the words.
But with
Oh,
that,
she's pulling a Justin Bieber.
I have to hear it.
as the grass wraps your feet, you fall down, but quickly you pull out your lyre and you play the first chords of the song that you were taught. And as you're playing desperately, you see the grass and everything start turning back to the red color and then start flowing back into the wind, calming down. You guys are free.
I run straight to my sword where I heard Corey talking to him. I mean, next to you.
Okay? You find your sword. You guys are still up ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Is he with us then?
No, I thrust the sword on the ground.
Okay, cool. Alright.
What would you guys like to do?
Are we there yet? We're just following at this point.
Yeah, well, how far
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
I will turn this gnome around.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Man, that doesn't sound good.
About an hour. About an hour away.
And it's just a clip.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll get it later.
Oh yeah, we need to get in and get out. We might as
So-
well all just go down.
Yeah, moving.
Alright.
Okay, we need
Where are we?
Probably all just go down.
Where are we? Are we close to the town? Are we still following? Are we still
About half an
walking?
hour away. You guys
Okay.
are still making it there.
Okay. Well, if we didn't hear any of what happened, then we're just going to continue on.
Okay.
Yes?
How far is it?
Even if I heard something.
Let's just
An hour
they
away.
got it.
About an hour
Okay,
away.
let's go.
Run.
They're up in the front already. They're taking point.
Yeah, we're
Alright.
taking point. You guys are a little far behind.
Nexium and Ash. They're taking point.
Okay.
Okay? You guys are just going to keep proceeding down the...
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to mow the lawn? Anything else before we go?
Call... Oh, no. I shouldn't say that.
Alright.
Yeah, okay. So... Inappropriate joke.
I just got it, sorry.
So, you guys make it as you guys get closer to the town. Start hearing music coming out of this town.
Oh my god.
make a Constitution saving throw.
All of us?
There you do yours.
No, you guys don't hear this yet. You guys are still
Oh,
behind.
we don't?
Yeah, you guys don't hear this yet.
Can we use that roll anyways for?
Yeah.
I didn't roll, so.
I rolled.
Me too.
17.
17?
20.
Okay.
12.
12?
What are your modifiers?
Oh no, I'm not with you.
Are you not proficient in Constitution saving throws?
I am,
So you
but I
have
rolled a
proficiency.
4.
You see Jazz, he's like, come on! Yeah, he starts singing walking around the town. You see Ash, you guys notice this, you see Ash, starts, you never seen Ash, you know how stoic he is.
His tail's
And
He's
you,
like
you, hold
walking
on,
back
you
there.
start seeing how, you guys know how stoic he is and how committed to Bahamut he is. But you notice he starts loosening up. And yes, the tip of his tail starts.
At least
And
I
then-
have a tail.
So sad. So sad.
One of the bags
flopping. You see Ash start dancing, going towards the music. And what you guys can see, you guys are unaffected. You guys, what is he doing? And he goes past you guys. Goes straight into the town, past the gate. And in there, before you guys see, you see 2 satyrs on either side of this gate. On, what do you call those? The pipes.
The pan flute.
The flute.
Pan flute.
Pan
Yeah,
flute
pan
band.
flute, thank you. So just playing on these pan flutes. Seeing Ash, you see them grin and smile. And you just see Ash start dancing towards the center of the town.
Do we see this?
You
Even
don't.
being,
Too far.
You
being
guys are
far
too far.
back? We're
The
too
grass
far
is
back?
taller than you guys.
Okay.
Is this like a spell they're casting or something?
Apparently it was like,
I wanted to. Do I recognize that he's under something? Like something's going on with him? I
Do a
mean, to me, a
perception.
dancing dragonborn
Do a perception.
pretty, could be close to that.
Arcana.
That was good, I'll take that. 21.
You know something's not right. This is not what. It's not normal for him. Not normal behavior.
Okay. Well, I see the. Okay. Do I have some idea?
You're about 30 feet away, and he walked past you guys.
Do I have some idea of that? Hey, those sailors are doing something like this.
I mean, you could figure, you could ascertain, yeah, they may be doing something.
Then I'm like, look at one of them, the one that grinned. I wanted to cast a counterspell on him.
Which one?
The one that grinned.
What's that kind of?
The sailor that grinned.
Okay. Read what counterspell does.
It just essentially just blocks the spell. that
Yeah, but
it's cast.
certain levels though.
Oh, okay.
You guys are making it closer. You guys now start hearing the music. You see next to him.
You're like,
Corey's gonna go ahead and dance.
Okay. Roll
Okay.
Constitution saving.
If it's a 4th level or higher,
Now,
so
as creatures of the Fae, we get advantage against being charmed, right?
Okay.
So if it's 4th level or higher, then I make an ability check using my spell casting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
I pull out my ocarina and play along.
21.
Okay, hold on. So
So is this a 4th level or higher?
you don't know. So just read,
Okay,
read to me.
so the DC, if it's 4th level or higher, is 10 plus the spell's level, and I make an ability check using my spell casting ability.
Go ahead. Roll. Okay. What'd you roll?
Huh?
What'd you roll?
20.
Natural 20?
I rolled a natural 22.
You
21.
Don't, you already passed it. You don't need to. 8?
21.
21?
11.
Okay.
Is that with your
I
mom?
don't know.
Yeah. The constitution is 0.
You don't have any
So-
constitution.
Knowing how straight-laced Nyla is and how serious she starts letting loose and starts dancing like this, like seductive dance that you guys haven't seen before. And a lot of the satyrs looking on,
Go Nyla.
like,
Go Nyla.
we got a good one. So, what are the rest of
So
you guys
I'm
gonna
gonna break out the ocarina. I'm gonna play
do? Okay.
with the satyrs.
Do a deception. And what did you roll? 11. You start dancing as well, like a seductive dance.
terrible.
As you guys walk closer, you meet up with Ash. But when you look at Ash, Ash has this look of terror on his face, but he's smiling and dancing. You as well have been overcome by this certain urge to dance. As you guys get to the center of this town, you see a large fire. And you look, and there are a dozen individuals dancing. And you look, some look like just skin laying on their bones. And they're just dancing as much as they can. Look of terror on their face, just moving any little bit they can. And you see these satyrs playing the pipes.
So are we like, since all those people look scared, are they mentally aware, like, of what's going on, but their body's like out of control?
You don't know.
Like, can we talk?
No. You cannot do anything.
All we can do is just
You
dance.
guys are dancing. Okay.
All right.
What was our?
Beetlejuice.
You guys see this? You three have joined the center of this.
So only the
This
two
mass-
singers
hold on,
are
hold-
playing the music?
Yeah,
There
hold
are
on.
no other-
Hold on. Really? You three joined the center where this mass of people are dancing. And you look around, and these people look scared.
I was gonna use a lot.
Okay.
25.
Okay. As you cast Counterspell, you notice one of the satyrs looks down, but the music's still playing. You notice there's 5 satyrs all around. 2 at the front and 3 dancing around with you guys. Did you roll for deception?
Deception.
4. And as you walk down, start playing, one of the satyrs looks straight at you. And starts coming closer with his hooves feet. Click, 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 closer and closer.
So are there only 3 satyrs?
5.
5 together, 2 at the gate, 3 dancing around.
Okay. Did he use his counter spell work?
Yeah, with music you have to.
Only for one.
Music only for one. It worked for one. Okay, so I cast a magic missile at 3 of the satyrs. At each of their platforms.
Okay?
Oh, let's do tricycle.
You can dance if you wanna.
We can do both. Yeah, we can do both. Yeah.
You could try it. What are you guys going to do?
I'm gonna try to walk up to one of them and cut his arm off so he can't play.
What the- Sorry. I love your commitment to the cause.
Can I read?
Yes. Well, no magic.
We could.
missile is always a-
I can't say anything. Not yet.
Flew away.
That's why I did magic missile so that I can just target there.
I thought you were dancing.
Hey man, if I'm gonna starve to death doing this, I got a lot of time, man.
And there's one walking towards Corey's.
Yeah.
Okay. As you reach out to cast Magic Missile, immediately fades.
What?
Everybody roll for initiative.
What fades?
Except
Magic
for-
missile fades?
Except for the 3 of us.
Except for 3 of you guys. You guys are dancing.
Yeah, go ahead, roll.
Roll a perception. Grecian, roll a perception.
Perception.
Jay. Do I add
can
my
we not try
proficiency?
and-
Do you add your proficiency to your
20.
initiative roll?
The what?
I forgot. Do you add your proficiency to your initiative roll?
Natural 20.
Just whatever you roll is what you roll.
No.
Oh, dex. Okay.
Dexterity.
19.
19.
17.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Initiative. But I think you're.
19.
Okay.
17.
No, that was for my perception. You asked me to roll for perception, right?
Yeah. Roll for.
That was 20 for the perception.
Okay. Roll for
My
initiative.
initiative was 9.
Oh, initiative. I didn't roll for initiative.
You just did.
Oh, sorry. I'll take the higher end too.
It's been a long day.
Nah, don't worry.
Always.
Killing me.
Advantage on initiative.
Y'all are killing me today. Okay. Initiative rolls. What are the initiative rolls?
19.
19. Okay.
17.
Okay.
19.
Okay. 9. Okay.
17.
17.
And then my perception was the natural.
Satyrs are going last. Okay.
So can I talk to the guy that's coming up to me before we do battle?
No. It is now in battle.
It is game time.
Okay. You noticed before this round, when you try to cast Magic Missile, rolling a 20, you notice one of the satyrs have always been watching you guys. And as you reached your hands out, he just whispered something quickly, and your spell fizzled out. Okay. Next and Liana, you both are up.
But that
Two.
one satyr did not have
So we're in combat, so what do you want to do?
They all have the
They all
thing.
have it.
They all have one. Except for that one, he threw it away that was at the gate that you
What was the
counterspelled.
fancy thing?
So, how many
you
are, so are we outside the gate? Or
You guys are just outside the gate, about 20 feet outside the gate.
how many of the satyrs? How many of the satyrs are inside the gate? How many satyrs are outside?
3 are inside dancing around. 2 were at the gate.
So are we next? Are we
They're actually
outside?
Outside the gate.
Yes.
Okay, so we need to get past.
There's 2 right at the gate.
Okay. Were the 3
They're turning
inside
around
the
to
gate?
bolt inside.
Inside.
Oh, they're all inside?
No, they're turning around to get inside, but they're still at the gate. 3 are dancing around in the center of town. Right?
I thought you said one was coming towards me.
Where are you at?
Didn't you say I was outside the gate? I'm approaching the gate?
When you went to play, you went past the gate. You walked inside.
Oh, I didn't realize I was that close.
Yeah.
Oh.
You walked inside. One of the 3 is branching off from the center of the town that they're all dancing around, coming towards you.
Okay.
But what are you 2 gonna do?
Okay. So if I cast Wall of Force on the
You
gate,
can also use
how
Intimidating
big is that?
Presence if you want to.
It's about 20 feet
No, you can
across.
only use 1. So you can either take your action to swing twice, or you can take your action to attempt to intimidate them, which probably won't work realistically.
Yeah,
So
I'm
this
gonna do the difference.
What? Can you describe what the inside looks like other than just like a big fire? I mean, what else is in there?
It's like a bunch of buildings around, right, into this town, like a circular town square. In the center of the town square is this large fire that's about 20 foot across.
Okay.
Around you just see buildings stacked on top of buildings, like mismatched type buildings all the way around.
Okay.
With alleys darting out either way in like a radial position from like, the center of a wheel and then spokes of like alleys coming out. But it looks relatively abandoned, except for these satyrs.
who's outside the gate? Just her and I?
Yeah.
Is anyone else with us?
I'm still outside the gate, right?
Did I walk in?
No, you couldn't be outside the gate if you wanted to hit 3 of them.
Oh, okay, so I walked in.
So you would have to be
I
walking.
don't think you walked in.
Yeah, you're up.
So who is the satyr that...
You don't know. It's not your turn. What is their team doing?
They don't know.
When I did the perception check.
There's the one on the inside. It's the one that's closest to Allura.
So I wanted to cast Wall of Force
Okay, what
trap
does it
them
do?
out with the three of us.
So you're still outside? You're still outside. Everybody else is inside.
I'm outside.
I guess.
Okay. And how long?
I guess her and I are inside, and then those three are obviously inside.
attacking. So the dice that
Okay.
you had, go ahead and roll it twice.
Read what Wall of Force does.
Okay.
How long does it last? Is it concentration?
It's concentration up to 10 minutes, and I'm choosing to do like 10 foot by 10 foot panels that
roll
are
it again.
contiguous with another panel. So 10 foot by 4 feet across, as long as they're all connected.
Right.
They are.
Okay.
And it lasts for 10 minutes.
Yep.
Nothing can physically pass through the wall. It is immune to all damage. It can't be dispelled by dispel magic. A disintegrate spell destroys the wall instantly. However, the wall also extends into the ethereal plane, blocking ethereal travel to the wall. So the only way to kill it is with a...
They can still counterspell. It's not dispel magic. They still can counterspell.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I tell him?
Do a
When this starts making two, you don't know you're going to go into a range.
do a stealth. Do a stealth check. Yeah. No, sleight of hand. It would be sleight of hand.
20?
As they turn around to walk in, you quickly just wreck this wall. Slamming headfirst into the wall, feeling like this invisible force field. They turn around, quickly eyeing you guys. Okay?
I tell them to, now's your chance, kill these guys. You have about 10 minutes to do it.
Okay.
The ones on the outside?
Two of them are
Correct.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing. So.
Okay. So there's a wall here erected at the front of the gate.
Okay.
The satyrs try to run inside, but we're unable to because of the wall. Now they're
Okay.
turning around and looking towards you guys.
All right. I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
I'm gonna have 2 moves.
She's
Right.
going to use her frenzy attack. It's 2 actions, a single action and a bonus action.
And
Oh, I
so
know what rage is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I have a javelin and a. What's going on?
You have the great sword and you have the javelins.
Okay, I'm gonna take the great sword. What do these things look like?
Like satyrs?
Yeah.
They're like that
Like
half
minotaurs or something?
half man, half goat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's centaurs. Satyrs for like in Narnia.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
okay.
Just like Mr. Tumnus. Like
Yeah. But these ones are not so nice. They're not like Mr. Tumnus.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna rage and run towards one of them. I don't know
Okay.
which one
Pulling out
with my great sword.
your great sword. You start working yourself up in a rage. You immediately your muscles start flexing, and your just blood comes into your eyes, and all you see is red, rushing towards. Go ahead, roll for attack.
I rolled a 20.
She rolled
Oh yeah, 14 and a 20.
a 14 and a 20 for her 2 attacks. And they were not. The 20 was not natural.
Okay, roll for damage for both.
Your greatsword swings for. What does greatsword
Did I roll
swing
this
for?
for damage?
No,
D
I didn't write it down.
2d6 plus 5 plus 1. Use a great sword.
All right, yours is going to be the same 2d6 plus 5.
With
So
this?
yeah, 2. Roll these.
2d6 plus her strength.
Yeah,
Over strength.
which is plus 5 in this case.
Okay.
So it looks like 12
Okay, and then her second attack.
again. Second attack is 16.
Okay, 16 damage. So that's
28.
28 altogether. Rushing forward, swinging your great sword, quickly cleaves off a hoof off one of the satyrs, and you just see a spray of blood, like an arc. The satyr falls down, is now knocked prone, screaming in pain, unaware of the attack, being surprised.
Well, hell, I'm gonna run.
No, it's not your turn. Sorry. Nexium, Yana, Corey.
Okay.
Do I have time to tell
So-
him which
missed that
satyr
one.
it was?
That's what it was. The 14 didn't hit.
Nope. I have to wait your turn.
Okay, so you said the fire is
Leg
about
chopper.
20 feet in diameter, right?
Yes.
And everybody is dancing around.
Yeah, it's like a circle,
So the radius of the circle would probably be
like 30 feet.
in radius or diameter?
In diameter, it'd be like 30 feet diameter.
Okay, so how far am I away from?
You're about 15 because you just kind of made it through the gate. No, you'd be like 35 feet away. You just walk through.
35 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up to where everybody's dancing around.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast silence right in the middle of the fire, which
And-
since it's a 20-foot radius, it'll be 40 feet across, so it should encompass everybody dancing around it.
Okay.
No sound can get in, no sound can get out. So I'll cast it in the middle, and then I'll immediately use the telepathy, and I'll tell everybody that
Okay.
you get.
Do a acrobatics, and then I'm going to do a perception. Just to see.
Okay. $31.
Good God.
Pretty quiet.
Oh, you're rolling.
The satyrs have no idea as you rush forward. Are you going to like jump?
I mean, do I need to?
I mean, it's a giant fire. You just want to cast it like right dead center.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay.
run up to the edge or whatever by one of these guys.
And as you
By
run
one of
up,
these guys.
like that Naruto
No,
run, running through, you quickly jump. In midair, you cast silence at the single point above the flame. It's a strange feeling as you're just floating through. Everything is silent here. That's all you hear. As all the sound has been pushed out. And then everything's quiet. As you land on the other side, landing, immediately you guys are no longer under the charm. And some people around you immediately just crumble to the ground. As their bones, you hear as they hit the ground, their bones break. And lay there. So there's no telling how long they've been there dancing. And then what else are you gonna do?
So I'm just gonna tell them that, in case you guys didn't know, it was the satyr flutes that were causing you to uncontrollably dance.
What are my abs for?
So I'm just still randomly telling them that I cast a silence kind of bubble thing around this.
Okay.
When they go back out of it, I don't know if they'll be back under this spell or not.
Within my pack, and I'm gonna try.
Hold on. Roll the initiative for you guys. Now.
Those three numbers. 13. Oh,
And then I stand up and summon Mr. Hank.
12.
Okay.
13.
Okay. Now what would you like to do?
Am I inside that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're inside.
Yeah.
I'm just trying
So
to.
She's gonna step outside.
I have to step outside.
Cast the spell. The satyrs are
I
all
turn to them
inside.
and say like they're able to do counter spell. So if you could actually, I don't know, what else?
Distract?
Distract them. I don't know, so that I could actually cast. Where are they placed?
They're inside this cone of silence right now. They can't.
They're inside the cone of silence as well.
They're
So they
inside,
can't hear
yeah.
you.
That's
Also,
what broke
they
the
can't hear
spell.
me.
But they're
Okay.
safe.
No, if you cast a spell into it,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have to step out of it if it's a voice required spell.
Right.
Correct. But the satyrs are inside.
the satyrs they were close enough. They're dancing with the
They're
whole group.
inside the
So that's
cone of
why I
silence.
broke the spell because you
Okay.
cast silence.
So where
they
are
can't play
they?
music.
So I'll step outside because he
Okay.
did tell us telepathically.
He told
so I
me.
step outside.
Okay.
But where are the satyrs located? Like,
There's one that's 15 feet away from you. The other two are one's on the other side of the fire. You can't see. But the one's off like, I guess 20 feet diagonal from you to your left.
I only see one.
You see two.
I see two.
One's 15 feet away in front of you. The other's diagonal like 20 feet.
How far away are they from them?
They're pretty close. I mean, they were dancing
so
in this
I
right
guess
there.
I'll just.
Okay, that's cool. Ice storm.
I'm like, I'm just gonna kill you all. It's for your own good.
You'll thank me later.
You'll make
Fireball! Fireball!
Okay, I'll just do a magic missile again at the two that I can see at
Okay.
the flutes, the pan
Okay.
flutes.
All right. What level are you doing it?
We'll just do it as second level.
Okay.
So that's going to be 4 missiles.
Okay.
So 1d4.
So 2 and 2.
That's 5 and 3, so 8 for the first.
Okay.
2. 4 and 3, 7 for the other.
Okay. As you release the magic missile, you see him shoot out, instantly hitting the flutes and breaking them. You see the look of surprise on their faces. Anything else? Bonus action? Anything you do?
And a bonus action. So, I guess I'll. Can I check like Arcana, like the range of the flutes? Can I do an Arcana check? Like the range of their music?
You can try.
It's only 11.
Yeah, you're not sure, but what you can get out of it, if someone can hear it, that's what you can get out of it.
So, can I stuff my ears with like pieces of cloth or something?
Certainly can.
So yeah, I do that.
Okay. Ashley, you were up. And then Nyla, you're going to be up next, and then Allura.
All right, I'm gonna dig out my very rarely used warhammer. And how far away am I from the? Yeah, no, pretty much. How far from the nearest satyr?
Oh, you're about 10 feet.
Okay, we're gonna resolve his life. 18 plus 5 plus.
That hits. They're not
All
very-
right, good enough. All right. It is 1d8 plus 3. Where's the 8?
Fireball! They're having problems with satyrs too.
It is total of 9.
9 damage.
Mhm.
Do you have a second attack or anything?
You know what? I'll use Divine Strike as part of this.
Okay.
And that will add. Hold, please. Where's my Divine Strike? Or Guided Strike?
Well, they can.
Yeah. So it's another 1d8.
Okay.
And
Actually, sorry. You're up next.
so 7 more on top. So
Okay.
what, 16?
As you come in, boom! You hit the satyr right in the gut. You see the cloven feet actually come off the ground and buckles over like the wind has been knocked out of him. You would hear that, but since you're in the silence, it was like, you know, when you cry so hard, it hurts so bad, you just go, yeah. Okay, anything else?
I have no second action in this case.
Okay.
Alright, so I see Yana,
You see Yana just completely clean cut this foot off.
and I'm just like, hell yeah! I just grab on my greatsword and I'm just running towards him, trying to finish him off.
Okay? There's 2.
4.
That includes your modifier?
Plus your strength.
It's 9. 11.
9 all together.
11 altogether.
Okay. As you rush in, being all excited by this, you're like, yeah! You run and swing. Satyr quickly dodges out the way.
And then I was like, oh
Quickly with
snap,
one hoof.
I got a second attack. I was just like,
Well, no, which one were you going for?
the one that was on the ground.
Oh, the one that was prone.
Yeah.
Sorry. That automatically
You got advantage.
hits. Hang on. I'm pretty sure.
I like chirping Scabby Blood accent. I'm like, well, didn't see that.
Where is it? Go ahead. Roll again. What'd you say? Roll again.
I'm gonna use my second.
No. Roll your first attack again.
3? Well, I guess that's slightly better. 12.
Okay, roll damage. That hits. Barely.
Alright, so I have 2d6.
Superior warrior. Satyr laying on the ground, still can't hit him. Thank you, dice.
Anybody else have a 6 I can borrow? That was not.
Hey, oh.
Lost it.
It's right there.
His perception is horrible.
Oh yeah.
9
Eric's like.
plus.
Forgot one.
14. Wait, am I doing that right?
It's your broadsword?
9 plus.
Great sword.
Oh.
Plus the 5 plus the 9.
2d6 plus the 5. So you got 9 plus 5.
14.
How much? 14.
Legit.
As you run in, you stab him on the ground. Both his limbs on either side reach up for the sky. Quickly falls dead as blood just pierces, pulls out of his right foot, right hoof. The second satyr starts running towards you guys. Not their turn yet. Nyla, you
I
are
have a
up.
second attack.
Oh, you do? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Then say that.
Sorry, I was waiting for you to.
2001.
Nothing special. You just turn.
5 plus 9.
20.
14.
14 hits.
6 plus 11.
Quickly pulling your great sword out, you quickly turn around, slices the satyr across his stomach. You see a deep gash appear. Pulls out 2 daggers. Anything else you're gonna do?
Yeah, so I think with a sweeping attack, when you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can expand one superiority die to attempt to damage another creature with the same. Oh, never mind. Choose another. Sorry, I thought that was.
That would have been good on the first attack.
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess I do have a. Action surge.
Action surge that bit.
What do I say on
The wiener satyrs.
Come on, do your thing. What you gonna do?
15 plus.
That hits.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
Can you do a satyr scream?
I try.
Plus 5. 13.
As you swing around, you quickly bring it over your head, straight down on top of the skull. You hear a sickening crack, and you see the satyr crumble. And all you hear is. Did that work? That worked? All right.
Like that.
Is it still my turn?
Yeah, it's dead.
It's dead. I would like to now go over both bodies and see whatever I can pick off.
Okay, while you do that, now your turn.
Who's this pink one?
3 satyrs still standing.
Okay.
You see Ash damage 1 in front. Okay?
Okay, am I still in the bubble?
Still in the bubble.
Okay. So the satyr closest to me,
Okay?
I'm gonna.
That's the one that you damaged. You guys are on either side of them.
Okay.
Do we have
I'm gonna
telepathy or
I'm
does
gonna
he?
dash out.
Okay?
Well, I've got Underdark Scout, so on my first turn during combat, I gained a +10 on bonus speed.
Okay.
So I got 40.
Alright, how far do you want to rush out?
Rush out of the bubble.
Okay?
Okay. And then has this satyr? He hasn't had a turn yet.
He does
right?
not have a turn.
So he doesn't have a, since he hasn't had a turn, I have advantage on attack rolls
Oh shit. Okay.
against this creature.
Okay.
I'm going to use my first action to attack,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my lightning arrow, my
Okay.
bonus action for it.
Okay, you don't need a bonus action. It's just a lightning arrow that you're going to shoot. Okay?
Which one are you attacking?
The one that
Okay.
you injured.
And I'm using the dragon bow.
Right. So what did you roll?
An 18
A natural 18.
plus a 13. For the
What
attack
is
drive.
what is the critical on that? Remember, it was I think it was like
The critical is
19 or 20.
critical is 18, 19, 20.
So you rolled a critical hit. Then
So I
with
get
the
to choose the elemental. So can I do lightning on top of the lightning?
yeah. So you roll
So it's
roll
a,
double damage, and then you're gonna do a lightning attack, and then if you want to do another lightning attack, you roll a d4 for the extra lightning attack.
say that again.
So roll the damage.
Okay.
No.
Lightning.
Step out.
Using my lightning arrow that I did, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's 4 d8s. Three d8s.
You get used to it after a while.
When did that happen?
My lightning arrow? Yeah. It's 4
Keep in
d8s.
mind, right, what's happened
Miss,
over
which I didn't,
the last
then
year
it's
and a
attack
half
with
is
the
we
damage.
started with nothing. So
Oh, I
we were
got it.
playing with
slowly
very
built it.
simple rules.
Not the
We started, and now we've added layers of complexity. So the base rules aren't our problem.
21.
Now we have to remember
So
all
you
the
double
additional
that.
rules we added along the way. So since you're coming in late,
42.
now you have
And then
the problem.
add
You didn't start with this
1d4.
stack and grow to this stack. You
think
started with this stack.
Two,
and
so
grow to this stack.
2d4 for your. So how much?
47.
46, 47.
47.
Christ.
As you dash out, grabbing the weapon, the legendary weapon, you pull it out, the dragon bow with the hair of the goddess. You quickly pull it back, shoot the arrow, and you notice that your bowstring changes in a prismatic color. Willing it, you will even more lightning into this arrow. As you see it, it almost looks like a lightning bolt itself streak across. Shoo!
Can I dodge?
As you hear, you would hear you would hear thunder if it hit, but you hear as soon as it hits, goes through that cone of silence here, and almost in a weird silence, the center just explodes. You standing there as a hoof like slowly falls down like something cotton jelly, and it just slowly comes down your armor.
Got a little.
I'm used to this.
Something
I'm
right
going to
here.
swipe that off.
So did it back and spurt.
So what happened? What happened to the? Did it explode?
The satyr exploded.
The center exploded,
Which one did?
but it would have went, but it just basically went. That's all you saw. It just-
Did he attack one of
How-
the ones that?
yeah, that's
How
one
far
of
away
the-
am I from the edge of this cone of silence? Can I take about 3 steps out and say something like, "Was that really necessary? Do you think that was overkill? Look how small he was. He was tiny." Go back in my
Was
cone of
this
silence
one
and
of the
clean
ones
myself
that
off.
had the flute
No,
taken?
this did not have the flute taken. There's still one on the other side. You saw all this happening. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
She said, "Yeah." Eh.
Hey, can I see the other one in view? The other
You can see the other one that does not have the flute
Okay,
in
that's
view.
fine. All right, so I have.
Is there two
I
more?
have the under scout.
Yeah, two more. Two more.
I have the under scout. So on my first turn during combat, I can use. If I use my action to attack, which I did, I can make an additional attack.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use my dragon bow again and use a fire arrow on that guy. 18.
Dear God.
Fire arrow
I
is
think it's like 1d6 or 2d6 or something like that. 1d6 plus.
1d8 plus 1d6.
Okay, so roll 1d8 and then roll the d6.
Oh, she doesn't have like crits on that? Like
She does. You do. It's it's a critical.
16.
So double that.
32.
32. Well, and then what are you gonna use for the elemental?
Let's use fire.
So 2d4. That's what the legend, man.
6.
When they work, they work.
6.
6. So that is what?
38.
Or 38. Quickly, after shooting the lightning arrow, you quickly change your target. You knock your fire arrow, releasing it. Once again, you see the bowstring turns that prismatic color, willing it. You see the fire even brighter on this fire. As it goes through the silent barrier, immediately the satyr catches on fire, wriggling in pain. That's all you see, just it's spazzing out, wriggling in pain on fire. Quickly just slumps down in a weird pose of just screaming a silent scream as it just burns to ash. And it's like a silent statue. Stands there with his arms in the air, with his mouth gaping up in a silent scream, burnt to ash.
Okay. And I can't see the other guy.
No.
Ain't no one make Nyla dance if she don't want to.
Obviously, the other dude didn't. She didn't want to dance with that other dude.
No.
Obviously.
And I already moved up, so that's it. I could have done
Okay.
an attack, but oh well.
Laura, you are up.
We have one left.
There's one left with a flute.
And who's after me?
They are.
They
The
are.
satyrs.
The two
I mean,
satyrs.
like who's after
Then that would be
Me.
them
Next
two.
thing I'm in,
them two?
Oh, no, you're right. Grecian is
So
up.
then I'm gonna give her
No.
inspiration.
They go last. They rolled a 2 for
Oh, I thought she
initiative.
shot magic missile at him.
No, that was a
Really?
bonus
That was
round.
not-
that was before
That was a
we
bonus
started
round.
the fight.
Sorry.
I'm gonna give her inspiration.
So I'm just gonna use telepathy real quick and say, hey, maybe we should keep one alive.
Thank you.
Just saying.
Where's Jazz in all of this?
He's coming up. He's coming up.
He's pickpocketed all the poor people that are flying around.
Well, he has the flute. I can't do anything. So I can only do inspiration.
Where's the
What are you
flip?
talking about? You can do anything you want.
You say the guy has a, right?
Yeah, the satyr
still
has a
playing?
flute. No, he's in the silent.
He's
thing.
in silence.
And that's why.
Oh,
That's
she
why
destroyed them all. She
No,
destroyed
I
them.
destroyed two. I
Two.
destroyed the two that they killed.
Yeah.
Oh,
But he
okay.
can't play because he's silent.
Yeah, it's not generating any music.
How far is he?
He's about 15 feet away from you. You guys are making eye contact right now.
Oh.
He's the last one.
Just incapacitate him, or you can move away and
Well, a lot of my stuff is voice, so I can't do anything if I'm in the corner of silence.
Well, you got to walk out. You walk
You
out.
walk out.
Yeah.
Walk out. That's everybody else did that.
Oh,
Everybody else
okay.
walked
Well,
out.
You have like
She's like, I'm stuck.
Well,
You got
no,
feet,
because
right?
If we're in the corner of silence, that means the music's still playing outside.
No,
No, because they're
not
all
playing.
inside.
Oh,
They're all
okay.
inside. They took
Plus
care.
two are already dead.
They took care of the ones that are outside of the town.
Okay.
All 3 of them were inside. That's what broke
with
the
us
spell.
because they were dancing with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what broke the
Okay.
spell.
So there's just
Okay.
So
one
now
more
you're
left.
on the
Right,
edge,
that's
staring at this dude. He's trying to play the flute desperately, and unable to.
Okay. Fine. Okay, I'll step outside
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Otto's Irresistible Dance.
So read to me. Dang, this is cold-blooded. You know,
Choose
we're-
one creature that you can see within range. The target begins a comic dance in place, shuffling, tapping its feet, and capering for the duration.
It's like what they were doing to you
Yeah.
guys.
Creatures that can't be
That's awesome.
charmed are immune to the spell. A dancing creature must use all its movement to dance without leaving its space and has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws and attack rolls.
Okay,
While
hang
the
on.
target is affected by the spell, other creatures have advantage on attack rolls against it. As an action, a dancing creature makes a wisdom saving throw to regain control of itself. On a successful
No,
save, the
X.
spell ends.
Okay, hang on.
it's
So
just-
they had to
it's
make a
his
saving
turn
throw.
next, right?
On his
Yeah.
action.
So
He can make
dance.
that wisdom saving throw on his next turn. If he doesn't, then it breaks.
He has to beat your DC.
Yeah.
okay, what is your DC?
16.
They get advantage on all spell and magic stuff. And with that, you see him. Oh, snap.
He's like doing the worm.
Wait, he should be river dancing.
Yeah, well, he can do that, but he's popping and locking, like with a look of fear on his face. He's like, "Oh shit!"
That's what I look like every time I pop and lock. So.
It's quiet, so you can't hear it go.
So, how long does it last?
That's funny.
Concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay. So as he's dancing, you see him just with a look of fear on his face, dropping the flute. Start dancing. So, what else would you like to do? You can't do anything.
And at that point,
That's hilarious.
Oh snap! The bard has arrived.
no.
Nyla has arrived. Man.
There, we're getting there.
You have a bonus action.
I have a bonus action. So, you know what? I'm just going to run to him, and I'm going to use my rapier. I'm just gonna...
Well, that takes your action. That takes your main action.
Oh, it's an action?
Yeah.
Oh.
That takes your main action.
Oh, okay. Well, then just kidding. So then... That's it. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, they
That's
have
good
one-
enough.
Sorry.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
We
good.
have one guy.
Okay.
He dropped
Yeah.
the
He's
flute.
not gonna be able to do anything.
Okay,
so.
good.
Yep.
That's it.
So he doesn't do. We can't do anything because he's dancing.
Oh yeah, he's dancing.
But we can time up because that spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess
Yeah,
I
man.
just try him. Can I try him out?
Yeah, you can try. Sure.
Yeah.
Run it over there. He's. Go ahead.
He's doing the worm at this time.
All right. So you quickly tie him up, and when you tie him up, you have rope. You guys have rope.
Yeah.
You have rope. Okay. You use it. Cross that off.
So you doing the worm?
Pretty much. He ends up tie him up, and then still he goes. "Ooh." Not moving so much. Okay.
I run and take the flute.
So I
That
tell
you do.
Jazz, like, where are your friends?
Hang on 1 second.
We need to find it fast. Time is of the essence.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and dismiss the cone of silence. now.
Yeah, because Jazz was like,
That's right.
and speak up.
Yeah, Jazz took it.
Jazz is what? What's his race?
He's a no.
Oh,
He's no.
it's
Okay.
all just saying-
Well, he's not a satyr. He's not a satyr. We just chop all his friends up in half.
No.
Hopefully.
Battle.
Yes.
Oh,
All right.
is that
Well,
what-
he's with us.
Go ahead. Do
Okay.
one
He's
thing.
like the guide.
So I yell to Arnie, I go, Arnie, my brother, lead the way. I will follow you, my brother. Get in there. Let's go.
Roll the deception.
Wow.
28.
Oh my God.
5.
Da-dum, da-dum.
Fuck yeah, we're about to charge this town. Hearing that, what are you gonna do?
Is it my turn?
No,
Yes.
you're rushing.
To go in.
You're rushing to go in.
For fire! God, I just rushed straight in.
You watch this.
And I like close my thing and like I'm like running in.
It's like, it's slow-mo. It's like,
You guys on the other side are watching this. You see this as this epic battle is taking place. You guys destroy Leroy Jenkins. As you guys watch this, you see as you just displayed perfect prowess of the legendary weapon of taking these satyrs down quickly and using your wit have totally dominated this satyr. With you guys' teamwork and everything else, just dismantled this group of satyrs quickly. And then you hear a looking there, you see Arnie has run full on into this wall of force. Boom!
Like, that's so messed up.
So, 18B team.
All right. The people that are
You guys did really good too on the outside, and then you made him run into that wall of force.
So what did Jazz answer?
So, what are you gonna ask?
Where are your friends? Let's find them.
These are my friends. Well, they were my friends. We were dancing, having a party. It's really cool. And then he's one of my friends, the one that you tied up. He's really cool. He remembers me.
Do they know where the legendary weapon is?
Everybody knows where the legendary weapon is.
Do you know? Why don't you know where the legendary?
I know where it's at,
Then take us there.
but I was just trying to meet some new friends.
We don't have time to meet your friends. We have to go.
Okay. But we might want to try to get permission to go in there first.
Can't you like cast some Gaius on this?
From him.
Right, that's true.
Make him take us somewhere.
From the savior?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess, yes. How do we go about obtaining permission?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'd ask him.
The satyr.
The satyr. Okay, so we apologize for having to tie you up, sir, but this was
And
not.
sir.
For nothing.
I'm too nice. I'm too diplomatic.
No. When did this happen? Oh, because you're a queen now. Oh, that's
I'm
right.
over and I'm picking up the hooves from the stuff, and I'm looking over.
And she's like, necklace of toes. She's like,
Toes. It has like toes,
and
ears, and like a little dragonborn tip.
a hoof.
And now
Turning the hooves into brass knuckles.
oh,
it would be like brass knuckle. Like,
One big
brass
knuckle.
knuckles.
it would look like
I
that.
don't need that many.
It'd be like, what the hell is this?
Brass
That would
hooves.
hurt, though.
Yes, it would. That's messed up. Okay. As you're gathering this and you're staring at it, and Grishkin's talking, roll a intimidation. Intimidation.
My intimidation's high, actually.
Oh my god. An 8.
Well,
It's just
are you going to do intimidation? So you get advantage with her gathering these hooves.
I'm gonna go sit on him while he's doing the worm. I'm just gonna sit down.
an 8.
Yeah. I'll pull out my beef jerky.
Because nothing ever goes wrong when Corey eats beef jerky. Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
96.
With that seeing her gather these hooves, he's quickly intimidated. Okay? And you see Corey sit down on him.
So, where is this legendary weapon located?
No small talk, huh?
It's
Dude, the sand is like running.
yes, it is running very fast. It's in the center of the Feywild, under the great tree.
How do we get there?
You have to pass through the Unseelie, the kingdom.
Mab's court. So why do we have to ask your permission then? Do we have to ask permission from Mab then?
Well, we work for her. We are part of the Unseelie. And so if you have our mark, you can pass through. Mostly unseen. And hear Jazz go, "Hey! Remember me?" And a look of disgust quickly goes over his face.
He apparently does all too well.
Well, that's my buddy. We are no friends. You not say we are friends? Nah.
Well, then we need your mark then.
What is that?
Well,
What's the unseen?
do you possess one of our
Sealy
flutes?
Court is one of the courts.
It's like the fairy
Under
Sorry,
Queen
sorry.
Mab.
Oh,
Queen
go ahead.
Titania is the Sealy Court. And there are two queens.
Do you possess one of our flutes?
I got it.
we can return this to you.
Oh no, that is the
That is the mark.
mark. But you must play it to ensure that the mark
Now let's.
stays. Mwah.
Is this some sort of trick? Are we going to like start dancing again once we play it, or?
Do a insight check.
I pat him on the head and I'm like, you better be truthful, buddy.
Your every might be jacked.
12.
He's all tied up.
Oh, you're talking about
Roll. You get advantage.
No, no,
you get
no, no.
advantage for this
The satyr.
because Corey said.
That was a 9. So.
Do what?
Before she said it, I wanted to use, what's your plus?
For my insight is 0.
No one's gonna do anything.
Can I send, well, I'm around it too, right? Can I do an insight?
Yeah, I mean, we're all talking. They're all like within earshot.
All right.
I'm not.
I'm gonna cast detect thoughts,
I would like to
and
go after that's done.
I'm just gonna see what I can kind of see if what he's thinking.
Yeah, I just don't want us to start playing the
Is there a
same
specific
song.
song that
Right.
we need to play?
24.
Okay. He is lying his ass off. And you see him. We have to gather more for the army. The unsealing needs to break out of the Feywild.
So I slap him on the face, and I, through telepathy, I say, it would be best if you would be truthful with us. We know when you're lying. But I just say that through telepathy.
Okay. Yeah, you can speak out. You guys are all around.
I walk back outside and I grab one of the dudes that I killed, and I grab him by the hoof and I lay in front, I pull my Morning Star, and I just start beating him and like smashing his face in. And then I put that away and I grab my Dragonborn dagger, and I just look at him and I just start cutting off one of his hoofs, and I put that in my pocket. And I just don't even say anything.
Okay. He's already intimidated. So you just did that for show. For fun. But it worked.
I do want the hoof though, because I would like to whittle something into it.
It
so
worked. The whole boss. I was like, when y'all get together, like the synergies and stuff, y'all get.
Oh, I'm gonna step on his horn and crack.
Okay.
Who all's left around the fire? Are any of those
There-
people dead?
There, a lot of them dead, and
Okay.
they look like they've been there for months. Nancy.
So you know that
Can I-
he was lying.
Can I gather the ones that aren't and heal them?
Okay.
Are they human?
Okay.
They are. There are some wood elves, some high elves, one dwarf.
Dwarf?
They look like they wandered into the Fae on accident.
Okay. So, while they're doing this, I'll bring them together and cast Prayer of Healing on the ones that are alive.
Okay.
So
So
I'm
you
still
say that.
asking about the mark. He's
Okay.
detected, right? That
Right.
So then I'll verbally ask him,
Okay.
what is the mark?
Here, long. Like almost like he's starting to break down a little bit under this pressure. And it says, it's around my neck.
Okay, so what do I see around his neck?
You see a necklace around his neck.
Okay, so do I, studying it for a few seconds, do I notice anything about it?
You just notice it is just a symbol of a burning eye.
Sauron.
But you notice it's the symbol that you see on the Seekers.
So I'm gonna touch it like this.
Nothing
If
happens.
nothing happens, and I just snatch it and grab it right off his neck.
Okay.
Say, thank you.
Yeah.
Was that so hard?
And I start looking, I'm like, oh crap. So I start looking around, because I know we
Okay.
killed a couple guys, we killed a couple. So I just start looking more than
You
bodies
find
were.
the other four.
Okay.
So what kind of horns do these guys have?
Some of them only have little nubs. Others have.
The dude that I
almost
killed,
full
what
horns.
does it look like?
He just has little nubs.
Okay, I would like to bash this hole to get out one of the nubs.
Okay, you have 2 satyr horn nubs.
Never mind.
And a hoof.
You got 2 satyr nubs?
And a hoof.
8 inches. 8
No,
inches.
I'm gonna roll something
Okay.
So do we have everything we need to move on?
Well, on my turn, I wanted to check both dudes before I dragged them.
Okay.
I wanted to do that earlier.
You find 2 of those pan flutes. Other 2, actually, you have 3 pan flutes.
Yeah, I was gonna
Didn't
say,
there like
I have
do the
one.
magic missile one too? They survived it. Oh, but the other 2 in the
You
front.
hit the
Yeah.
flutes. So
I got
there's
2 flutes, huh?
3 flutes altogether.
Yeah, I have one. And I want
She's the only one that can play. He
Yeah.
thinks
No,
he,
I can play.
he thinks he can play.
Give me one.
I'm
Give me one of those.
gonna actually take all of them just because
How can you just take it from me?
I just did.
Do you wanna try to
Yes.
take it from him?
Yes.
Or could you just
Then do a sleight of hand.
just try to take something from me?
So selfish.
You gonna chop off her foot
Try
too?
asking me.
17.
Do a perception.
8. That's the problem.
Okay. Busy with getting your nubs from these satyrs, she quickly comes behind and grabs the pan flute. You now have 3 pan flutes.
And she knows that I had these
Yeah.
when I took them from off the dude's. Okay.
I mean, you can try to get one and just
Yeah,
play.
it seemed like your sword got
Golly, man.
You're a mark, dude.
I am.
You did some damage though. You did some damage. Okay. With that, so we let you guys think.
Should we leave him tied
Yeah.
up then?
Yes.
Ba-dum, boom.
Flopping. So death.
Is there-
Or 1 minute.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. The essence.
Okay.
Onward to the unsealing port.
We are gonna take a break. Break time. Woo! Welcome to the Fae.
Oh man.
It's pretty good so far.
That's really good.
You can dance if you want to. Ooh, sound's back on. What's up? What's up, man? Yeah, it's been a long time. We just got back from break. Everybody's gathering back in. It's good to see you, though. Very good to see you.
Who is it?
Massio.
Who?
Massio. He's always on.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he's on right now. All right. All right. You guys ready? Where's everybody at?
Ready?
Okay.
Ladies ready?
Where did Nyla go?
I asked my dad
To the restroom?
to do like a deep sea fishing excursion, but I think they're like middle days.
All right.
They usually are. It's like a 6 or 7 hour run.
I was like, I can't do that.
Yeah, the past sessions have been really good. They've been really good.
The what?
I'm talking about Massio.
Dude, there's nothing like pulling in something like tuna.
Have you caught one?
Yeah, like that big. Yeah. We were out, it's been years. It's been years, but we went out when we were in Hawaii.
Jennifer?
Well, so it's actually really cool. It's all leg driven.
Yeah, I'm good.
They have
Well, I
they have
can always
chairs. A
move.
lot of them have chairs,
I'm
right?
really sitting
And it's
on
literally
the
it's like
crack.
doing a leg
Yeah.
press. If you like, we didn't catch any swordfish or any of the big fish like
on
that.
the
We caught
crack.
like tuna and mahi and stuff like that. But like we fished for marlin, and
That's right.
like when you catch them, like you got this weird chair and it's like a leg press, right? And the chair slides, so it's almost like a rowing machine, right? So when you're cranking, right, you grab here and you crank, right, and then you push with your legs, and that's how you reel it back in and you push. It's fucking exhausting, right? The worst part is you're sitting in the back of this boat and the diesel is just churning, so you're just dying in this diesel smog the whole time.
That's fun.
So it's fun, but it was one of those things that of all the like that's one of my things that actually turns my stomach is the smell of
You have your
diesel.
mic on? You have your mic
So I was
on?
dying the whole time. So, but dude, it's super cool to pull out these fish, huh?
Did you eat the fish?
Oh yeah, oh
Can't
yeah.
find it?
So the deal with our captain was he got to keep half of our haul. But I mean, dude, a tuna can be 40 pounds.
All right.
So, whoosh, dude, we had dinner for days.
So,
I could have done
Can I do a history,
So-
quick history check for the pen?
hang on.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
get everybody back in the game. Wait for Nexium.
He's always off doing something.
Seriously.
Mischievous.
Casting force walls.
For the Fae!
Bong.
fucked up.
It is, man.
As I close by.
Be like, I got this. Hold my beer. Hold my ale. Watch this. Okay.
Hold my beer and my sack of drugs.
Yeah.
And my Camarth. Hold my Camarth. Check this out. Okay. So getting back into the game, you guys have defeated this group of satyrs. Coming to find out, it seems like they've been gathering
Hey, Matt,
lonesome travelers on the way that have fallen underneath their spell and have been dancing for maybe years. You have no idea how long. There's been a few survivors and you've healed them, mostly. About 8 of them have perished underneath their injuries. Just crumpled underneath, like just skin melting off their bones. Yeah, they have been dehydrated, haven't eaten, it seems like months, maybe longer. Okay,
Do they have anything on them that might identify who they are?
rummaging around, it just seems like
Like no love letters, notes, or anything like that that
Um,
they might identify? Documents, records, whatever.
you do find one
Okay.
document, and it details listing of a magical type instrument only found in the Fae, and it seems like this individual is trying to go after it.
All right. So I'll turn to Nyla because she has pretty high influence, and suggest that she talk to them. But I'm basically going to, since we have the fire, I'm going to take advantage of it and basically set up a funeral pyre for the bodies. So I'll go manage the bodies and basically give them a proper funeral, and I'll turn the talking over to you in this case.
You need to persuade.
Well, she's gonna talk to him, so she has high persuasion. I don't.
You're gonna
So
talk
I'm
to
gonna
him?
I'm gonna do what a cleric would do, which is bury the. Oh, do you know?
What do you-
Well,
I have
you
I
are
have high persuasion.
okay. Well, I'll turn to y'all, tell y'all to talk to them.
Well, I mean, you can try.
What are you gonna try and persuade them?
Yeah, and I'm gonna bury the dead. So
So I need to talk to them to what?
No, he was talking to Nyla.
Yeah,
To
her
do.
persuasion is 0.
okay.
No, that's metagaming
I
and
don't
stuff
understand
like that.
what's happening. I can't hear you
We
very well.
yeah. So at the end of the battle, while you guys were playing with the satyr and beating him up, I
Getting information.
yes. Well, I mean, whatever. I went
They're
ahead
getting
and
information. Whatever.
I went since there were other people dancing around the fire.
Yeah.
Some of them died, some of them didn't. I healed the ones who didn't. At least I gave them one run with the prayer. And I'm basically gonna burn the dead
Okay.
to give them a funeral, right? Because that's what Ash would want
Right,
to do.
right.
And then I'm going to turn y'all over to talk to them to see if you can get any more information while I do that.
Oh, the living. Oh, okay.
And these are just humans, right?
There's a dwarf.
No.
There's a dwarf, a gnome, and a human, and a one widow.
There's a dwarf.
So
That changes everything.
I don't know what to do. Shutting down.
There's like a mirror image. They both
That
walk
could
up to
have
each other
been
and
me.
go,
I used to be the only dwarf ever.
This is so random. I would like you to talk to the dwarf.
No, stop doing that. It's going.
It's like your heart.
I'd like you to talk to the
Well,
Yeah, I'm
it would-
gonna go talk to some people too.
Okay, hang on. Now, what are you gonna do?
You don't need chips.
Yeah, it's more than one person, five people, so we can split up and talk.
Yeah, split up this time.
Okay.
While they do that, I'm looking, want to do a history check on the pamphlet and see if there's.
Okay. Since you went to the Bard College, yeah, go ahead.
Love to Bard College.
There's the College of Bards.
Yeah.
Counter.
It's early.
The bard, yeah. Technical college.
She went to
Apparently she didn't do very well.
I didn't do well. I didn't pass.
My sis. But she sings real pretty.
See how she played that banjo for the grass over there?
Right.
That grass was super impressed.
What do you call a bard that goes to Bard College and gets a D? A bard still. So still a bard.
It's a bard with 2 G's.
Double.
A bard.
Hey, duh.
Aw.
Okay. Would you roll?
8.
Are you proficient in it? Are you proficient in history? Remember, you're jack of all trades, right?
Actually, yes, I am proficient in history.
That gives her the 8.
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll let you. You get advantage on that. You roll advantage on that.
Roll another one.
Okay. So who's gonna talk on with who and who?
I'm gonna go talk to the dwarf.
Okay.
I'll go talk to the widow.
I missed that part because you're
I guess I'll talk to the high elves.
I said, who are you gonna talk to?
I missed that part because you're about to talk.
Who are you gonna talk to? That's what I'm asking. Who are you gonna talk
No, I
to?
think she's wanting to know who's there.
Oh.
The dwarf,
Oh.
a gnome.
Jeremiah was talking to me when you were explaining that. So a dwarf, that's all I heard.
Dwarf, a gnome, a human, right? And then a widow.
Oh, a wood elf. I'm sorry. I thought you said widow. I'll go talk to the wood elf.
So human.
Widow. Okay. Human. Talk to the dwarf. And you're gonna talk to the gnome.
I'll talk to the gnome. I guess, yeah.
If
I'll
you
talk
want
to the
to.
gnome. I'm gonna take Jazz with me.
Okay. And what'd you roll?
I rolled
All of that Jazz.
15.
Good song.
Okay. You've read about these. You studied on these used by some of the satyrs, and then some are mentioned enhanced to charm people for as long as the music is playing.
Can I do insight to see if I know any songs?
You know a lot of songs.
You know all the songs,
You can
okay.
try to play it using.
You're like a
your-
human jukebox. An elvish jukebox.
You stick a coin in your mouth. Play me this song then. Now. That's not how it works.
Number D05.
Okay,
Shuffling now.
so you're setting up these pyres and lighting them on fire. You notice that the energy starts changing around and the wind starts picking up and these little specks of light appear as you're burning these bodies, and they seem to condense and coalesce around the smoke, and it's almost like it is taking up the spirit of these individuals, and then as they rise with the smoke, they disperse, and above your head is like hundreds of fireflies, all in light blue, just cascading all out into the Fae. Okay? What would you like to say to the Wood Elf?
Well, is he young, old?
He's about your age.
About my age, so
Young.
kind of pretty young. So I'll just say, hey man, what are you doing here?
Looks at you, exhausted. I was just hunting. And the next thing I know, I ended up in the Fae.
Really? So, do you know any of the area around here?
I've been here for 3 months, dancing.
Dude, that sucks.
Yes.
Is there any information that you can give that might help us out in navigating this place?
I don't know much. I
Hear
just
anybody
know-
talking, anything like that?
I just know that a lot of these individuals, after a few, they would take the strongest and take them off.
You see anybody else besides these satyrs?
I've seen a couple Dragonborn come through here.
All right, well, do I know that the door's still open? Can I point him towards the portal door that's back
You do.
where
You
Evan
do know that it's still open.
Okay, so I'll just explain to him that,
Okay.
hey man, just go back that way a bit,
Take a left at the
down yonder. Yeah,
Take a left at the
the brown
red-
spot, the
red-
brown spot of grass. Past the dead satyrs, left at the brown spot, and you're good.
Thank you. And he,
I feel bad, so I give him a little bit of jerky because he looks hungry.
you hear him munching as he walks out, because nothing ever bad happens when you give somebody beef jerky. He walks out.
Yeah, oh, watch out for the grass.
Okay.
So the dwarf, is it a man, woman, child?
It's a man. Best you can tell because
Best you can tell he's a
Because dwarf.
dwarves, women, and men, they kind of look the
So I-
same.
I
Yeah, they
say,
both have beards.
And I say, how did you get in here? You're pretty far away from all the mountains.
I was mining for gold.
Okay.
Fell in a hole and appeared in the Feywild.
And what clan are you part of?
He looks at you. I'm a hill dwarf.
You're a hill dwarf. You're my kin. Very good. Well, what do you know about this area? Have you been in here long?
Dwarves know shit about the Feywild. We know rocks and hills.
Have you seen any hills or rocks around here?
Yes, there's a hill with all that red grass on it. It's shit.
Don't give me attitude, boy. I'm just trying to ask you a question. I'm trying to help you.
This is how dwarves talk.
Okay, alright.
You must have been away from the hills.
I just want you to know, you see that ring? I'm with her. That makes me
A traitor.
No. There is now peace between elves and dwarves. And a matter of fact, I want you to walk with that elf back out of here.
Perception. I mean, persuasion.
No, he is.
9. 9.
You will not see this dwarf walk with an elf.
You're not? Okay.
And he immediately turns around and starts walking the opposite direction of the other elf.
Well, good talk, bro.
And then you hear it as he walks away. And may your beard fall out, you traitor! And he walks away. Okay.
He was helpful.
So, Jazz, does this gnome look familiar to you since you're well traveled?
Did you see them? They both line up against each other, looking at each other, studying. One raises his hand, the other raises his hand.
Wax in, wax out.
Then almost at the same time, you hear they're both high-pitched voices. I've never seen him in my life. And they both stop, wide-eyed. Where are you from? And then quickly, in Gnomish, they start speaking to each other. Lost in like their own conversation.
Does anybody else see this?
Yeah, you watching them. Like,
So, how long have you been in the Feywild? Now, Jazz, can we please revert back to common?
I
do not speak the noble language of the gnomes.
Oh.
Immersed in their own conversation, they almost forgot who's around, and they just keep talking.
But I'm right beside them, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, you're right beside them.
I go, hey!
Okay,
Focus!
Corey. This is Ken. Ken, Corey.
Hey, Ken.
Hey, Corey. Do a perception check.
$19.
As he reaches out a hand to shake, he immediately goes for your belt. Seeing this, you just quickly grasp his hand and shake it firmly. And his arms just kind of fluff. Corey's pretty strong. Then you hear Jazz go, yeah, I know.
Like, hey, buddy. What do you know about the city over there?
This city?
No, the one that we got to go to.
Oh. And then he looks at Jazz expectantly, like, you didn't tell him? Did Jazz say anything?
No, we're waiting.
And then he crosses his little gnome arm and goes, then I'm not saying anything.
Jazz, perhaps you could persuade him to have both of you start talking before we proceed to the unsealing court.
Persuasion.
$24.
Hear like a nervous laughter from Jazz. See, what happened was, and he seems to like start kicking the dirt with his feet, looking down, almost ashamed. He says, well, there's this really bad person in the Unseelie court. And so we had a few of our gnomes go down there looking for a treasure, musical instrument treasure, and we ran into a few of these bad guys. Knowing who Jazz is, who he thinks that everybody's his friend. If someone says that they're bad, it means that they could be really bad.
So who are these bad guys?
And you see him kind of point sheepishly towards Ash.
Like, damn it, Ash.
They look like him,
I thought you were a good guy.
but they're carrying this orb with them.
What are the Dragonborn doing in the Unseelie court?
I don't know.
Ash.
Don't look at me.
But so when we went there, well, we kind of, there's a really big voice that spoke out, and we're saying that something about an army building in the Fae, and so a couple of the gnomes ran back and told the rest of the gnomes village, and we promised not to say anything.
Well, this sucks because we have to go down there.
Do you
So-
know of a way?
But if I get this magical instrument, I could save my village.
What does it do?
I don't know. The elder said to get it and it will save the village.
What if we help you save your village on getting this instrument?
Well, that's what Mr. God said. Something about we go on an adventure, and I'm thinking, man, Mr. God's really smart, so it has to be destiny.
And
So
I
this
remember
was
you saying
this was
it's
Jazz
picture.
talking, not Ken. Then. Okay.
Yeah, so we have to make sure we have this instrument to please God.
Mr. God.
Wait a minute. What God are you talking about?
Mr. God.
It does not sit well with you.
Do you mean Bahamut?
No, I meant Mr. God.
I do not. I've studied gods my entire life. I do not know this Mr. God.
And I said, oh, really? Because I don't know this Bahamut. Are you saying that since I don't know Bahamut, Bahamut must not exist?
Everyone knows Bahamut. What are you talking
I've never met
about?
Bahamut.
You have not met. I have not met Bahamut, except maybe like the one time. But
So you haven't met Mr. God either? But Mr. God doesn't exist?
there
You know, sir.
is no gods but Bahamut.
No, you know, sir,
What-
what matters is what's in your heart. And right now, what's in your heart, it sounds very negative.
What is in
Holy
my heart
crap,
is
Jazz,
Bahamut.
look what you did.
Yeah. Now we have a religious discussion, and I would like to stop speaking
Gentlemen,
about
Would
it.
you-
we don't have time
Would
for
you
this.
prefer to talk about politics?
Gentlemen, I hold up the hourglass. It's like the sands are running. We
And
need
you
to
notice
go.
it is like halfway down.
We need to go.
We need to go.
I
Very well.
agree.
We will-
We need to go.
We will talk
We
about
need,
this later.
Sands
Outside
in an
the
hourglass.
so we're going.
So are the days
So I like
of our
scamper away
lives.
really quick. There you go. Come on, Jazz, let's get here.
This conversation is not finished.
I turn to Ken. Do you know of a way of circumventing or circumventing the dragonborn so we don't encounter them?
No, I don't know. But it seems like you guys have the seal now. You may be able to get through the dark forest.
Do you want to come with us?
No, thank you.
Okay, onward then. Let's go.
So is there anything else in this town? Any like?
It has been abandoned. It looks like to be just a facade of.
We have no time to forage. We make
It's
that,
just
yeah.
like they built this just to lure people
Oh,
in.
okay. All right.
It's a trap. Admiral Akbar says it's a
All
trap.
right.
So I take my water station and get in the water and come back.
Okay. Good.
What made you come here?
We're looking for the loot.
We want loot.
A magical instrument. For ourselves. We're adventurers. Obviously not very good ones. We fell into the traps of the satyrs.
Did you notice, did you overhear them talking about certain things?
Yes.
Spill the beans.
What in the hell did you hear?
Hey, B, can you grab me a culinary bar?
Uh-huh.
Please.
Want the regular or the? Okay.
So while this is going on, I was going to get attuned with the.
What would you do for it?
I don't know.
I'm going to
What
get
do you have in
attuned
mind?
with the dragon.
Okay, go ahead and make it roll. So, is the loot of Brancala
Spell, please.
What kind of drug is that?
B Ranchala.
What is this?
You immediately,
Rancala.
Alora, recognize this as the god of music. That is your deity.
Okay, what else did they say about it? You heard them talk about the Lute of Ranchala. Did you hear what they were going to do with it?
They're searching for it as well.
So they haven't found it yet.
Well, they know where it's at. According to legend, it sits underneath the tree.
What does it do? Is it music?
It's usually what a lute's
The
for.
god's musical instrument.
Same as a coffee.
It is Brancala's own personal
Not as
instrument.
good.
What? What's it say?
It is Rancala's instrument.
Yeah,
The goddess. God of music.
So
What
was
so
your-
what
The
does
lute.
it do? What are the effects that it?
Well,
We don't
We
know.
don't
no
know.
one really knows. But one, we heard that it actually calls Brancala and she will grant you favors.
Sounds like a weak god.
So how far did you get?
My god doesn't do any favors. What's wrong with your gods?
How far did you get on your adventure to find it?
So she's a
Well-
lady, also goddess of music.
No, god
He's
of
a
music.
god.
We've been traveling
I know,
for
dude, I
3
know.
days. We have passed the ferries. We have beat brownies. And finally succumbed
Brownie.
to satyrs. And we thank you for helping myself. My other 2 colleagues did not make it.
So what piece of advice can you give us from your encounters from the fairies and the brownies? How did you overcome them?
Fairies and sprites do not believe what they say. Brownies, keep everything in your pockets
What?
and do not underestimate them.
What?
So how did you escape them?
We ran. But of course, we didn't have such a big group as yourselves. You guys should be able to handle that.
The heck is a brownie?
A brownie's a little like almost
What-
willowish willow.
What day is this?
A what?
Tuesday.
We tell them the date.
Festival of the Three Moons.
Yeah, the three festivals.
It's not Tuesday?
You see his face kind of ashen. I've been here for a whole year. It just felt like a month.
Well, that sucks.
We need to go.
Move forward. Well, fortunately, when you head back home, the world back home has changed as well. So all I can offer you is this short sword to get back to the portal. You want to follow the last wood elf that headed out in that direction. Is there anything else that you think you could provide us to help us on our journey?
I heard stirrings of dragons back in Corinth.
Yes, it is true, which we've actually, believe it or not, have defeated a dragon or 2 ourselves. And like I said, the home you go back to is a completely different world, and that's what we're here for. We're gonna go get that loot.
Do you want to see its head?
Why don't you send him to the keep? If he wants to go
We've got
anywhere, you
its
can
head
send
in
him
the
our way.
bag.
Yeah.
Whose head in the bag?
The dragon's head.
It's just floating.
We killed the dragon. We put its head in the bag.
In the bag of the holding.
In the bag of holding.
A real dragon?
Yeah. You want to see it?
Can I get a tooth?
You want to see it?
Do you want to go inside the bag of holding?
Here, zip.
You're the short sword. You find safe haven at our keep, whatever the deal.
Go. We need to go.
Yes, we need to go.
Where's this keep located in?
I give them all the explain.
Outside of
where he
Neverwinter?
needs to go.
Outside of Neverwinter?
Yes.
Not in real time.
Yeah.
Okay. quickly takes off. All right.
So we go.
Yeah, I burned through my luck points, but I got a 2 to do it. Rolled 16.
That would have been really bad in the face.
Yeah, that's why I burned through my luck points.
What did you do that you?
I got a 2 to yeah. I had to
Onward
use
we
my
go.
luck points to do it.
All right. What are you guys gonna do?
We want heading to the
Let's go.
heading to the tree.
So, Jazz.
I'm gonna throw the satyr in the bag. I'm like, Nexium, open your bag. Open the bag of holding.
Put the satyr in the
I'll
bag
put the
of
satyr
holding.
in the bag.
You're gonna give him access to all our stuff in that bag?
I know.
He's tied up.
I'll carry him.
Besides, he can't get out.
It's a
Why
pocket
are you
portal.
needing to, like,
You
take
can't
the
grab
satyr?
anything. The only way that he can grab
You
it,
have to know what you
you
want.
have to think of
Okay,
what you want
fair enough.
and then grab it.
Just
Why do you want to take him?
In case we want to pull him back out and ask him questions about where we are and what's going on.
Okay,
I like
so we
this
have
kid.
a portable cell.
So I say,
That's right.
quick, stand him up.
So I grab him and
No, he's standing up. So then
Oh, okay.
I just take the bag.
As you watch this, you see
Mary Poppins.
the bag of holding is this big, right? And you see it like
Spoonful of sugar makes it
hard to pull over, but you manage to stretch his head over, and you see his feet and everything just start going, and you quickly just start stuffing him in this tight bag. We can do it. Suck it in, satyr. Finally, stuffing them all in. You see a little click of the hooves, and then enter the bag of holding. That whole tied up satyr is floating in the bag of holding.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
you are sick people.
So both of you guys managed to finish this job. Okay.
We're moving. We're moving.
Okay.
Can't forget about it.
He's gonna be in there. We're just selling the bag of holding and
It's a traveling bag. We're like, what
As you
happened?
make it
1 year
out,
later.
as you make it out of this makeshift facade of a town, traversing through the fields of red grass, Allura, make a Constitution check.
Three.
Oh my gosh.
As you guys keep moving forward, you guys are now start passing through like this dark forest that holds like a thick mist that just clings to the ground. It looks as though all the leaves have fallen and just like these ashen tree trunks are just what's left of this forest. And this thick fog just rests on the floor. As you're going through, you notice the sunset, that purple, reddish light from the eternal sunset of the Feywild pierce through. You notice a beautiful figure in this pool of water. As they keep marching on, you're drawn to it. You hear music playing. And you step closer and closer. You notice there is a beautiful female figure in this water, completely nude, bathing, singing. But the hair is pure, it is the greenest green we've ever seen. And the skin almost looks like
Pure.
white bark from the white oak trees that are in Neverwinter. And she's bathing. You're slowly drawn to her. And you step closer. She notices you. Doesn't say anything, but still keeps singing.
She's singing.
Do any of us notice that she's wandered
You guys
off?
walked up. Still walking.
She's singing.
You step into the water. Immediately you guys embrace. And for a few moments, you lose yourself completely. And then moments have passed and you wake up. The figure's no longer there. quickly realizing that you're all alone standing in water, catch up back to the group. Okay. What are you guys gonna do?
Keep going.
Well, can I have a male fantasy too? I mean,
Huh?
how does this work? I kind of want to go back and watch this. Do we have a rewind option?
Only she knows
I know.
what
I
happened.
was playing. Sorry.
She's hoarding that.
Brandon's just totally missed all the fantasy, man. So he's catching up.
What happened?
Thank you.
What happened?
Smack it.
What's going
Down.
on?
Down. Bad. Bad.
So, what are you guys gonna do?
Um,
So make it through this forest.
yes, we're going to. I'm like, and after all that, I should probably don my mage armor. So I use my staff and cast that on me.
Oh, I thought you had like a button that you pushed, man.
Mage armor.
Put your armor on.
Can we scan the environment to see if there's any sort of, do we get any sort of feel off of this forest other than what you've given us already?
Yeah. So what you guys notice is that it seems completely neutral. Not sure what happened here, but it's definitely not the natural state
So
of
I
what this
turned
forest.
to Jazz. Oh, sorry.
Killing me, Smalls. Wait. You notice that it's not the natural state of this forest, but it doesn't seem completely evil. Okay.
Did we take a nap?
And you notice that she is drenching wet. Cheeks are flushed.
What happened to you?
Take a shower.
What? You didn't see the girl?
Why is your lipstick smeared?
What?
Wait.
You didn't see the girl in the water?
No.
Do tell.
She was singing. You didn't hear her sing? I went there. I was drawn to her. We made out. And that's all I remember. And then I'm here. Did we take a nap or something? Why am I wet? Well, I know I'm wet. Disregard. No one saw this.
No, saw any of it.
Where was this girl
So I
at?
turned. No.
Right over there in that water.
So why? She's saying that I look over at Ash with my wand and I go,
Unexpected kiss, a recticus.
So I head back to the water. I head
Okay.
back to the water.
No, I grab her. Why are you going backwards? We need to keep moving forward.
Because maybe there's something that she was trying to tell me, but I didn't know what she was trying to say.
You can't even remember. I don't think
Yeah.
it would be a
We
good
need
idea
to
go
move.
back.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
yeah, it's the Feywild.
Just give it
Stuff
time
like
to
that
see if
happens.
you remember anything.
So,
Okay.
just describe the girl.
The girl had beautiful green, the most darkest green color I've ever seen, almost emerald. And her colored skin was as white as the colors of the trees in evergreen. Neverwinter.
Religion check?
So can we
History check, something of that nature?
as wood elves being familiar with Fae, can we do some sort of knowledge check against
Yes.
what this
You've
creature might have
heard
been?
of dryads before.
What?
Dryads. These beautiful nature type
Water
folk,
nymphs.
and they tend to just to make love with anybody that comes by who wants.
Sluts.
Hold on, I'm going to put that one in my phone. Dryad. Got it.
Yeah, they're tree dwelling.
So I walk back over
they're
there.
not evil or anything like that, but they-
I walk over to the pool.
Okay.
Hold
Hello.
by his ear.
Hello,
You got time for this.
Miss Dryad.
You see,
So I walk over to him and I cast shocking grasp.
when you say hello, you see this beautiful figure come out of the water. just completely out of the water. And here, and green hair. And looking of knowing, and then looking at you, goes, oh. Back for more, I see. And then you see like float on the water. As you two come up, you grab him by the ear, and you grab him by the...
Wait.
I got shocking grasp.
You hear, roll for damage.
I didn't do that. She did that.
You guys know this too. This big figure coming out.
Hey, the good news is the normal 30 seconds in the Fae is like 15 minutes.
So you would last like 15 minutes.
3.
3. You take 3 damage. You go.
Like, stop! That's never happened before.
Let me do my thing. I've been drinking.
They're shocking me.
Big jerky.
I'd like
We're
to
moving.
walk beside Yana on the way and just say to her, well today.
As you do that, it's like touching a hard stone wall. Fought well today. As you feel like her bulging triceps.
I say, you're a great warrior and also very beautiful.
Appropriate response.
Maybe I'd like to do like an athletic move on her or something.
What are you trying to do?
Are you gonna rape me?
What are you trying to? Come on, what are you trying to do?
I'm just saying, like, I wanna, like,
What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to like
What's the upper
get
leg?
close and just trying to, be like,
I'm just gonna drag you
He's just
up.
on her leg while he's humping it.
Like a chihuahua. So what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to like flirt with her, maybe offer like I pull up like sheepskin. I'm like, I'm just saying.
Sheepskin. 97% effective.
Arnie, you're
I
disgusting.
don't know.
Persuasion. Roll for persuasion. With disadvantage.
Natural 20. 15.
With disadvantage.
Roll again. Just roll it again.
What's that?
12. Yeah, it's 12.
It's he's coming on strong. But not as strong as from your tribe. He seems weak to you. In your tribe, they kill animals and bring them to you and sacrifice them for the bride as a mating ritual. He's brought a sheepskin as his offering.
She laughs at him.
Was it the horde? The horde. In Game of Thrones. What is it called?
What do you want?
Just 5 minutes.
For what?
Try to be graphic.
You're trying to put the hammer to her stone.
Yes. Yes.
I
Put the
don't think
shine
that
in her
will
back.
work. My quad muscle is bigger than your whole body.
Damn.
Let's just try.
I'm not really into your type.
Well, would you like to smoke?
Does he want to shocking grasp again too?
You did
We're
it.
going, Arnie. We're leaving.
Need to drink a little bit.
Tell you, the
Sure.
wild is wild.
We have no time to be
whatever
like
goes, it
drinking
goes.
and smoking. We'll have time for that when we get back. We're going.
Let's go.
Okay,
We start walking.
as you guys walk away, you
So-
hear the dryad go, "See you later."
Bye. I have like a tear, like from the Indian in the litter commercial.
I do
Like-
appreciate you trying to keep it family.
I don't know, man. There's something in this Feywater. Ever since they went into the Feywild, everybody's going crazy. That's cool though. That's the
We
way
didn't
it
ask
is.
the dryad anything.
Hey,
Huh?
We
what
didn't ask the
happens in the
dryad
Feywild
anything.
stays in the Feywild.
Sloppy seconds, brother.
What
Ew.
happens in Vegas stays in
That's
Vegas.
gross, man.
That's my
She
Alright.
took a shower. She was in the water.
That's so gross.
Whatever
We're
happens in the
going.
Feywild, stay in the Feywild.
All right. As they're walking off, is the dryad still out, or is she just gone back, or is she still in the water?
She's still standing there.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna speak Fae to her and ask her what happened to the forest.
And like a sweet melodic voice you hear. Your kind destroyed it. I am the guardian of it. And since you are a dragonborn, please come with me. And she starts singing.
Uh-oh.
Constitution check.
Can I use a reaction? Fuck, I rolled a 1.
What?
Okay. Yeah. I'll come with you. Yep. I'll come with
Do
you.
we
Yep.
notice
Definitely.
that? Do we notice that?
You guys have walked off. Yep. I'll go with you.
When we get back to the real world, the whole world will be over.
And so,
I know, it's always like sad things, man.
hey, that's what makes it interesting.
We're just gonna go. We're gonna leave them.
No, we don't want to go.
No,
As you
we're
go
gonna leave everybody.
into
The dryad might have some information.
the dryad embraces you, and for a moment you're in complete bliss as you guys intertwine with each other. And then she starts dragging you deeper into the water. Not noticing. You're just floating in the water as you guys, in this love embrace, whirl around each other in the water. Slowly you start losing breath. Roll one more constitution check.
So one of the things that I did want to do was I want to climb one of the trees and scout for distance.
Okay?
23.
23. As you climb up the tree, you notice back at the pool, longing, your heart
Yes.
aches. Looking back at the pool with a sad face, you see ash go underneath, and then bubbles start appearing. And then you see the bubbles erupting, like it's boiling.
So holler down, we must go back to the dryad. Something's wrong with Ash, but we must get back to the dryad.
You tend to
Okay?
pick up really back. Yep.
You run back, you see the water boiling up, and you see a dragonborn tail flashing through the water.
So I say, close your ears. I'm going to attempt this pan flute.
Okay? Who's closing their ears?
I still have my stuff with.
Yeah.
with
Okay. Everybody's like, oh, crap. This is going to be bad. Okay? What song are you going to play? You got to sing. Sing a song.
No, it's a flute.
Sing a song.
That's the representation.
Thank you.
She starts dancing.
Roll D20 and add your proficiency. A performance check, sorry.
Performance. 25.
25.
Does the satyr in the bag start dancing?
No. It's in a completely different portal. You notice the dryad just lets go. You are free from the embrace. As you swim up to the top, you caught images of large armies coming through the Feywild, and images of a tall tower being erected beside this tree, where you know that the loot is being held at. In this large obsidian tower, you see them building an army ready to march out of the Fae. The Dryad quickly swims away into the deep. You are now free.
Well, that's nice.
So, coming back up to the surface with a big giant breath.
I'll tell them what I saw.
Okay.
Let's go.
I turned to him. I'm like, what is wrong with your people?
As you say that, and then you look over his shoulder, longing at the pond. What's wrong with you? Hello?
And then I catch that and I'm just like,
Okay. Quickly navigating through the forest.
Are we getting closer to the unsealing fort?
You're
How far away are we?
you're not going to the unsealing court per se.
Retreat.
As you navigate out of the forest, you guys come across another large swath, this large plain. And in the middle of a plain, about, from what you can tell, is about 3-4 hours away, is this giant obsidian tower. Just like an obelisk. Straight up, it reaches about 100 feet high. And you see this energies. From what you can tell, it looks like you see these golden arcs of energies. They look almost like threads coming to the top of this tower. And when you trace them back and looking, you see almost slightly like a tear in this plane. And these energies are going through these tears in the plane. There's 4 that you see. And they all go to the point of this tower.
Is the tower by itself, or is there anything else around?
You see the tower,
Yeah.
and then you see this large tree. This tower dwarfs this tree, but from what you know, this tree has to be about 20 feet high, 25 feet. It's a large old tree.
What is armies, battlements, manpower?
You do not see anything from this position.
you sent Taco to do some reconnaissance.
What is it like? Is the treed forest all the way up to this black obelisk tower, or
No,
is there an open field, or
Yeah,
what's-
like I said, you guys are in this large swath of this plain, of this red grass. It's a plain.
Okay.
And then in the middle of this plain, you see there's mountains all around, off in the distance, about, I don't know, 100 miles or so, that touches the horizon. But in this middle of this plain, you see a large obelisk.
How tall is the grass that we're in?
About, I would say, 7-8 feet.
Oh, so it's way over us. So how are we even able to see
You
out
could
of that?
see,
On top, you can see it rising.
Okay.
Okay, so
We got cover.
he told us that the loot, he knows that the loot is inside the tower?
I think the loot's
what
under
you
the
guys
tree.
know is it's by the tree.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we head towards the tree.
Can I use fine tracks as we get closer?
Okay.
I'm 120 foot range, so I just want to wait till we get closer.
Do we want to kind of destroy the tower then, since they're housing the armies?
Probably get closer and scout
Probably
it out
get the loot,
first.
and
Let's
then
scout
that might
first.
possibly help us to destroy the tower.
Cobains, let's go.
Yeah, I'll send up a taco to Bird's Eye.
Okay. Let's see.
Man, you broke the DM. Uh-oh.
Party time.
I think she was.
As Taco takes off, flying low over the grass, you see this As this grass passes by, it gets closer and closer to the obelisk tower. This giant black obsidian tower. It gets within 20 feet and then hovers for a second to look around. And you notice that part of the energy is sweeping down over this large tree, almost enveloping it. And then you can't see anything within the tower. It's just slick obsidian all the way up to the top. Looking around, you don't notice anything. Roll a dexterity check for a taco.
It's gonna be a taco day.
$11.
17.
17. And with that, you see like this arc of energy coming from the tower, going towards Taco. Taco quickly dodges out the way. Do another one.
13.
And with that, you see Taco get hit with this large bolt of energy. And the vision blacks out. You can't see anymore. Poor Taco.
Taco became dinner.
That's alright. I can bring it back. He's just
Temporarily disabled.
Taco's a crispy taco.
What did you see?
Keep moving forward.
So it's the light that we need to be careful with.
Okay.
All right. Are you telling us this?
It's not a light, it was just the arc of energy
Okay.
that came out of the tower.
yeah. So I tell everybody what happened at Taco. I tell them don't fret. Taco will be back.
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
All right. Given what he told us, I'll pull out my shield and my mace.
Okay.
Keep going forward.
I'll take point. I'll take point too.
You can take point.
I'll take point with the shield.
As you get closer, you start checking for traps. You don't find any. There's nothing. There's nothing. Nothing that's setting off the trap.
How close are you to the tree?
You guys are within sight. Within 20 feet of the tree.
I should have invisibility and just run straight to the thing.
So was there like a force field?
That's what it looked like.
Oh, it looks like force field.
Should I attempt to play the pan flute?
No,
We haven't seen any people. All right.
Sounds like we're gonna have to get into the obsidian tower and
Mhm.
disable whatever magical device
So
is causing.
the force field is around the tree, but not around the tower.
You don't see anything around the tower.
Okay. So we have to go inside the tower. So that ray of light came from the tower, the one.
Yeah, that arc of energy.
So I look at Arnie and I go, "Don't you know stuff about stones? What is this? What is this obsidian tower made of?"
It looks like it's made from rock from the mountain on.
No, it
No,
just looks like
that's
it's
not
made
how it
out of-
works.
It just looks like it's made from obsidian. Do you want to
But-
check it? Are you gonna go up to the tower and
You
check it?
have
What are
a
you gonna do?
proficiency
How are you
in
gonna
knowing
do it?
about stone.
How are you gonna do it?
As a mountain dwarf, you have a proficiency of knowing about stone.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, what are we gonna be climbing this? Like, is that
Well, at
what
least we can find out what it's made of, what the properties of the stone are.
So you can do a knowledge check.
Maybe we can
Yeah.
break through it. Maybe we
Sure,
can.
do a knowledge check for the DM to tell you
Yeah.
what kind of.
That's how it
Yeah, pretty much,
works.
that's
Yeah.
how it works. Yeah, so do a knowledge check and he'll tell you what you know.
How like 18.
Okay. You know it's obsidian, and you know that it can channel energies fairly well, magical energies really well. And to have this much obsidian in one place, you know, is definitely not of the Feywild. Looks like it came from another plane, the material plane.
It looks like it's from like outer space.
No. It came from the material plane.
The real world.
That's our normal world.
All right.
Can it be broken with normal weapons?
Is it stone? Yeah. Is it a
Yeah,
Really
you
hit it
can-
hard.
Yeah, you know that.
Like chisel at it.
If you have a hammer,
I look for
I'd hammer it in the morning.
when he disappeared to see if I can find him with some hit points.
You see him twitching on the ground. See him
Who's this?
Taco?
Oh.
frazzled.
So I run over and grab him.
Okay.
I'm like, "You okay, my little taco?"
He seems to be all right. Okay.
So, do we know?
Do it again.
Do we know? Can we smash through it? Can we climb it? Can we put pitons through it and scale it? Can we?
Do we see
All right.
an entrance? No.
Yeah. How far away are we right now? Are we on it at this
You're
point?
20 feet. You guys can
Okay.
see it.
Do we see an entrance then? No.
Gosh.
All right. Let's approach it. Do you guys agree? You want to approach it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I'll take point with the shield. All right. Provide cover.
Okay.
All right. So let's.
Dexterity. Saving throw.
Actually,
No.
no. I was thinking what I want to do is pull out the satyr out of the bag.
16.
16.
Oh, yeah,
Shield.
Seder.
I want to pull the satyr out of
With
the bag.
that, you quickly hold up the shield and the arc energy hits it. Doo! And then disperses around. And you immediately get pushed back slightly.
You want to take the Seder?
Yep. Yep.
So hard to put him in.
And while they're doing
This is why we have him here.
For this
for
purpose.
primeval awareness, I'm trying to sense any dragons, elementals, aberrations, undead.
Okay?
I can sense it within 1 mile. Do I feel anything like that?
Yes. You sense undead.
So I pull the satyr out of the bag.
Okay?
I'm like, hey, buddy.
He is dead.
Okay, so I'm gonna use
There's only like
No air.
there's only 10 minutes of air or something like that in the bag of holding.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Leo said, "Oh, air in the bag." Apparently there was not. Take
So
them
I'm
out.
like,
Just take them
hey,
out.
cleric, get over here.
Hold on. Hold on. I don't have anything that can resurrect him in this case. I don't have resurrection. So,
Take it.
however,
Cleric?
let me borrow him. Can I borrow him?
Whatever.
All right. When the shield when I held up the shield, I was approximately 20 feet away. Correct? Hopefully nobody gets offended by this. I'm going to take him because I do have 23 strength, and I'm going to throw him as close as I can
Okay?
to the
Go ahead.
obelisk.
Roll strength.
21.
All right, guys.
You manage to throw him 10 feet. As you throw him 10 feet forward in midair,
See you, brother.
energy arcs out, blasts him, and evaporates him, disintegrates the satyr.
Okay. So it appears that if you get closer than where we are now, the tower is going to attack us. About 20 feet.
Jess says, what about the necklaces?
About the what?
The necklaces.
Necklaces.
Show the necklace.
Like a pimp.
Starts walking.
I hand off. I wear one and I hand off. I said, I got 2 left.
I thought maybe this was to get through the forest, but I guess it has a.
Okay.
So I definitely give one to her because
She needs to be there.
and then
Can we do like a piggyback thing?
So who has
And
who has the necklaces?
we'll do like a
I
piggyback
had 3
thing.
necklaces.
Okay, let me give one.
And he had 1 necklace.
She gives one to her. Do you want to give it to?
I don't know. I think her. If you're going in there, you're a melee guy.
Yeah.
So then we need. I'll take 1,
They have range, so they can stay at range.
Okay. Then yeah, then 4 of us.
Four
But we
groups.
have 5, right?
Yes.
Oh, we have 5?
Yes. There was 5.
There's 5
There were
altogether.
like 5 cedars.
Do you have one?
Jazz does not have one.
Are you sure? I will give it back. Very well.
Do a perception check.
13.
As he's shaking his head, no, you see it go.
Perfect. Give it here.
Hands it over.
I'll give it back. Don't worry. So I'll throw it on.
Alright, so we all have one
Yeah,
now?
we all have.
Does
Except for
everybody have
Jazz.
one?
Yeah.
Except for Jazz.
Yeah. So
You wait here.
Jazz, wait here. We'll be back.
Hey, Jazz, get in the bag of holding us. Well, we got 10 minutes.
We have 10 minutes.
We'll be back in 10.
Huh?
We have 10 minutes.
That's true.
We have 10 minutes.
Actually, Jazz, no, how about we have Jazz look around the tree and stuff? See if he can
Not a
find
bad
it.
idea.
It said it was by the tree, right?
Oh,
But it's in the
There's a force field.
force field.
can I put everything but his head in there?
The tree is in the force field too.
Yeah, there's a arc of energy that's coming down towards the tree.
Just
and it
choke him to
envelops
death
the
with
whole
the bag.
tree.
Gnome head sticking out.
Yeah, can I just put
How about you just have him go around and see if you can find, I don't know, something else of you? Unless you guys want to bring him along.
I feel like we should. I don't want to just leave him out there myself.
He'll be alright.
Can I just put him up to his neck in the thing and then put my cloak?
You tell me what you guys want to do.
You know what?
Yeah,
Hold
have
on.
a
You.
invisibility cloak.
How much does he weigh? 30 pounds, 40 pounds? He's a kid, right?
Yeah, like 40.
Get on my back. Come with me a moment.
Okay.
Okay? So I'll take the shield again, and I'm going to go within 20 feet wearing the necklace this time.
Okay. Walk forward, walking forward, walking forward. You feel the tension start building up as you walk in. 10 feet. 5 feet. You hear a and you see an energy start to arc towards your back. But in front of you, you see the obsidian seem to melt, just and then a doorway appears.
And then what?
And a doorway appears, like an entryway.
So it kind of looked like I walked through a force field.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to turn
You have 3
and
seconds.
I run past
Come
him
with me.
into the
Follow.
door.
We run.
follow.
Do a athletics check.
Everyone or just
What is the
Should
rest
be
of you
good
guys gonna
with
do?
athletics.
Follow.
Do it.
So you should be good with athletics.
I'm actually not. I'm a cleric. 19.
19?
Mhm.
You manage to run through the doors. The arc of energy goes past your back, knowing that the target was Jazz, missing completely. As all of you guys rush into this dark obsidian tower. As the last person goes through, you see the obsidian seem to melt back, like reversed. And then now you guys stand inside an obsidian dark tower, looking straight up to the point of the pyramid. You see a large object floating there, 100 feet. And above that is this large orb-looking structure with these energies all going in it. Because the top of the tower is glass. You recognize it as a dragon orb. And beside the dragon orb, the figure starts turning, this circular object starts turning towards you, looking down, and you see a great eye looking down at you, and then a big toothy grin, smiling. And we're gonna end that tonight. 2 weeks from now, we're gonna pick it up for this battle. So,
Is it a beholder again?
So
thank you guys for watching.
Bomb.
Yes, thank you.
I have that sight that allows me to see in darkness.
100 feet up.
Doesn't matter. It's just I see in normal darkness.
I mean, everybody saw it. Everybody
Okay.
saw it. So, 2 weeks from now, we're going to pick this back up. I appreciate you guys watching.
Thank you.
Yeah. See y'all later. Peace.
Bye.
So,
And that was good.
That was good. Uh-oh. There goes one dice.
So you mean we'll pick it up in 2 weeks for